swamp noises.
Oh yeah, we are.
Monster infested swamp. We're going to fight a basilisk to show up in the middle of this dragon fight.
You're just in the middle of the dragon fight, and an entirely separate, unrelated enemy comes up.
It's like, hey guys, you doing something here?
That's how swamp works.
I mean, so far, from what you have seen, that is in fact how swamp works. Because you guys were doing something completely unrelated when you ran into the dragon, and then something equally unrelated when you ran into the terrifying tall monster creatures in the woods.
I forgot about them.
They didn't forget
To be
about
fair,
you.
I don't think Elwyn saw them. I think only the captain saw them.
But they didn't forget about either of you.
Now that's kind of creepy.
Horror movie
It's only
dialogue.
been like half a day.
Look, I don't need creatures remembering.
Actually, really pulling the horror movie dialogue.
They're gonna remember you forever. Dun, dun,
Oh.
dun.
Come to my home uninvited and tell me how I should arrange my furniture. What a fool you are! Skeleton defying death.
What the hell?
Have you guys never seen that? It's like a
No?
Tumblr post.
No, I don't do
someone
Tumblr.
says
That's beyond our generation, sorry.
Damn, I do Tumblr for ages and I've never heard that.
I don't do
Hold
Tumblr.
on.
Tumblr is, in my opinion, the best social media site. Solely because I'm on there and have been since I was like 12. It's too
I
late
never
for me
got
to
into it.
change. I got into it for the most embarrassing reason one could, Super Wholock. Which was just Doctor Who at first, and then eventually Sherlock, but never really Supernatural.
I can't find the exact Tumblr thing, but I just found a Reddit that kind of shows the actual.
Oh no, I've seen that.
Yeah,
I
that's
have
what it
seen
was. It was a voice actor who did it.
Yeah, no, I can see that. Alright. Everyone ready to begin? Got your dice? Got your goods?
Perhaps.
All good.
Yeah.
Turn Alec up just a tad bit.
Just staring at my desktop wallpaper standing between the two stat sheets on my other monitor.
Yeah.
Because they're just not wide enough. I could just widen them, but I feel silly that way.
So, we left our party on their way out to the woods. Did you guys want to do anything before you headed out to the swamp, or should we begin directly in the swamp?
Arm fire hair. What's her name again?
God damn, I have my whole notes out, and I did not check her name before. Elvie.
No. Okay.
Elvie the Fire Genasi. Yes.
I'm gonna Corvus to stay near the ship and keep an eye out. Just in case.
Okay, Corvus will stay with the ship and make sure you are not robbed while you are
Plus,
away.
you probably won't do much against the dragon aside from die.
I bet the sugar glider could have helped fight the dragon, but he doesn't exist anymore.
What happened to the sugar
I
glider?
got retconned.
He got replaced with infinite grenades. He's
Oh.
fine.
He's fine.
He turned into infinite grenades. Don't
He's
worry
also
about
still
it.
a gem in my pocket, so...
Yeah,
Okay.
He was just retconned from
He's just
existence.
sleeping.
He never truly existed.
Like,
He's in hibernation.
I like
Choices
that.
had to be made.
until at least level 6.
You know how
He's
it is.
taking a forever nap.
He's just taking a little
Until I
nap.
have to
Don't
wake
worry
him
about
back
it.
up.
Give it a couple levels. He'll wake up again.
Mm-hmm.
So you're leaving Corvus at the ship. Anything else you want to do before we get into the meat and bones of it?
I'm gonna give her a short sword. I assume she's a class that can take advantage of a short sword.
Why, thank you very much.
What class is she?
Hello, madam. What are your
What are you?
abilities?
I'm a swordsman by trade.
Well, here's a sword. I don't need it. I don't know how to use it.
You know what's great is I think you actually were probably taught some form of fencing.
Yeah, I know how to use it perfectly.
She takes it, swings it a few times. Hey, it'll cut. It works just fine.
Yeah, good luck with that against this dragon. Anyways, let's go.
Oh, come on. None of you have ever fought a dragon before?
I
Oh,
don't know the question to that actually.
none of you have ever fought a dragon before. You have not now.
I assume not.
I may have seen people fight one. I don't know if I would have been a part of it.
You would not have.
Quick, hey, go die to that dragon. I believe in you.
It's literally what he said he'd do today. He was like, don't worry about it. I will sit to the sideline while other people kill the dragon. I will involve myself none in the combat.
Be involved.
And you're going to be so involved, you know. All right, you make your way out of the city. I will leave it up to Sabina or Elowen, who wants to roll survival, to backtrack your way through the woods now that it's like morning light, you know, bright and early.
I'll do it.
Roll me a
So-
survival check, sir. See if you can find your way back to where you last saw the dragon.
So just like throughout the game, I'm gonna be interviewing everyone for various roles on the ship. So just be prepared for that, actually, because you have most of the characters.
I do. Have you read the rules on the ship? Who read the rules on the ship?
I'm reading them right now.
I skimmed them.
I've skimmed them as well.
I
I'm
highly
taking
recommend
notes.
making sure you read them by next game, because next game will likely be when the rest of the crew arrives.
My first question is actually for you, Taft.
Okay.
You need a different role because the bartender is the cook, probably, and you know we have a cleric now. Who-
Be the doctor.
I would have picked my subclass to be a doctor, but okay.
But we have a cleric issue.
Yeah,
I
and
guess we can
maybe
have
he's not
Bill.
as good as me. All right.
Maybe I'm a good doctor, huh?
Cleric.
I mean, if it was life, he'd be better than you.
But
by a
I'd
mile.
recommend taking on a third role.
I feel like
You
I
just
need to
the
make a
help.
little theme song we can add to the soundboard. That way, occasionally we can play back alley cleric.
Everyone.
I feel like I should be armor.
Armor.
This is very on brand.
I really don't know what else I would be.
We have Mountain as the bosun and the armorer.
Oh god, you're gonna make the poor man the bosun?
I'll be a
Just be a
cabin
bosun.
boy.
You wanna
Sure.
be a cabin boy?
Be a cabin boy.
You wanna assist in the cooking, the cleaning, fetching items, and being a powder
Yeah,
monkey?
Don't know about that.
Usually
May-
children.
Sounds more like child labor than.
I mean, it is to some extent, but children had to have something to do on pirate ships.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, why would you not want to do that?
I'm young for an elf.
Young for an elf.
Oh shit! What voice am I doing for?
Oh.
Let's
Is it a
see.
new voice?
Hop in the morning, tweet laddies. Sorry.
Okay.
I hate
Top of the
that.
This is
morning,
the
tweet
voice for-
laddies.
Oh god, it's the voice of the entire dragon fight is Irish.
No, I can't do Irish. I'm not good at Irish. I need to work on it.
Why? Why though?
It's really not that hard.
That's British.
No, it's a little British. I'm trying to remember because there's a
It's-
whole thing about where you place your tongue to do
Yeah.
most voices.
I don't know Irish.
Top of the morning to you.
What's a coxswain?
What?
In charge of steering and commanding the dinghies or smaller boats. You currently don't have any smaller boats,
We
but
left.
like the little one you left behind, you're in charge of like who goes out on those, and you man the missions in which everyone goes on the smaller boats.
All right.
So if you're like going from the big boat to smaller boats to infiltrate another boat, that's you. Do you know how to sew? You could be a tailor or a sailmaker.
Maybe a linguist.
Linguist? Languages do you know?
I know 3, but that's still not.
You
a
know
ton.
knows, you know.
I know. I'll go back.
You
to
know
pirate for
knows
now.
how to speak Goblin.
I do. I don't know why I picked it. Just thought it'd be neat.
Why do you speak goblin?
You could also be the pursuer, you know. That's just bookkeeping.
Yeah. Yeah, we might have some holes, but yeah.
You could also technically assign him quartermaster until the crew decides to vote a quartermaster.
You need a quartermaster.
What's a quartermaster?
Yeah, I was about to.
They're the in-between between the captain and the crew. They're
like,
usually the ones who pass out like
supervisor.
and they pass out
Oh,
like
that's
how
the
much of
Skinfu.
the bounty or how much of the like ship that you just took goes to the crew, how much goes back to the captain,
I thought
stuff
that was
like that.
I thought that was Skinku.
Can be. You elect it that
It's
way.
first mate.
I always just assumed Kinku was second. in
I assume
command.
Kenku will end up taking lieutenant, which is assistant to captain.
Oh, is that
all
whatever
they
second
do.
in command is?
Yes.
Technically, second mate is an entirely separate thing I found out that is second to the sailing master who does navigation. And is like the person who takes command when captain is gone. Sailing master just gets a first mate and a second mate who are just their personal assistants. But the captain himself does not get a first mate or second mate. He just gets a lieutenant.
Which sounds cool.
Fun fact, I watched a lot of videos about old pirate society.
I don't know.
Did you also watch Pirates of the Caribbean?
I still have not watched all of Pirates of the Caribbean. Everyone may
Alright.
laugh and point at me.
Oh.
So I know what we're doing for movie night instead of the D&D movie.
I just think at some point we should
That's a
watch
great
the
challenge.
D&D movie together.
I agree
Oh.
too.
I liked it.
But yes, at some point I should probably also watch... I've watched like the first 2 Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
I mean, it is historically accurate.
We meet Davy Jones, so, you know, as historically
Historically
accurate as one can
accurate.
be.
If we didn't already pick up a musician, I would say that because I actually know instruments.
Well, you can have more than one
You
Do
can
musician.
hop on
you know instruments,
You
or
can
do
have
you not
up to-
play instruments?
My
He knows
dude,
them.
we can have up to 3 musicians.
Musician. I'll
Well,
sign you up for
I-
musician. You're signed up. Shut
Kind
up.
of meant
Alright,
IRL,
alright.
but
There we go. Gotta be
Congrats,
it.
you're a musician
You're
now.
a musician. Welcome to the
And
band.
don't worry, if something ever happens to back alley cleric, that surgeon roll will open right back up.
I am proficient and
Please
own
do
a
not
panther.
kill the back
I-
alley cleric.
To be fair, I only allotted it 1, but you could have 2
We
surgeons.
could have 2 surgeons.
You just have to lose one other something else. You could just have 2 musicians and 2 surgeons instead of 3 musicians and 2 surgeons.
Listen, maybe back alley cleric could teach me a thing or two about healing.
Real.
I mean,
I put you both
And
down as surgeons.
amputation.
I don't think we need that many.
we don't need that many musicians. What are
You don't
they?
need 3 musicians? Listen, I was
What are we
going
doing
based
here?
off. Listen, I was going based off historical accuracy, in which apparently pirates only usually had about 1 surgeon per boat because there weren't a lot of surgeons back then.
Why does pirates need 3 musicians?
Because there were a lot of
Because-
musicians back then.
Three levels to
Well,
the boat. One for the captain's
one-
quarters,
That's just
one for
supply
the
and
main deck,
demand.
and one for under
So
deck.
one, they would be out to sea for months at a time, so it was good to keep up morale. And also during times of battle, it was musicians who would like play really loudly in order to intimidate ships.
On the ship? I thought that was only a thing for like the drummer boy at like
Oh
March in
no!
the War.
Like
Nope.
all of them would play really aggressively on the ship in order to scare off other boats or to
Are
like.
these not Navy ships
threatening.
versus pirate ships? Are you
Just-
sure?
No, pirate ship between pirate ship too, dude.
Oh my
Just
god.
imagine
And
today.
pirate ship attacking
There
trading.
was also a thing in National Warfare, war drums.
Yeah, that's right. I just said that, but I didn't know that actual. I didn't know that pirates. I knew
Yeah.
that Navy ships and warfare and actual
in
armies did
pirate
it.
society, they would have musicians who would just play really loudly to make them extra intimidating.
I'm just picturing it today as like 3 dudes strapped to a fighter jet playing death metal.
Really? How does that even work? Mad Max.
Right.
Okay, I rolled a 19, by the way. I did put it in chat.
I did see that. I just also want to throw out, it just makes me think of this really aggressively in other ships. A 19. I think, Elwyn, you can lead back towards the general area that you found the first hog.
I was thinking more
Or
like
boar.
this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's more accurate to what it is, but in my brain it's just people aggressively playing the lute at each other.
Okay. I'm leading you through the
Yeah.
bog.
You find your way through the bog somewhat. Do you pick up another stick? Are you doing the stick method still, or are you just trusting that you know where the deep end is?
No, you know what? This time I'm picking up the stick intently to find this tree.
There's probably a basic. Let's go investigation. A basic investigation. Let's see how nice of a stick you pick up this time.
Oh man.
How nice of a stick.
I like
such
to
a
judge
boil
how
my
nice
staff.
the sticks are, dude.
Alright.
Isn't that what Sabina got last time? Like a stick
And
good enough
Sabina
to be a
got a
staff?
really nice stick.
And then she left the
I
stick
sure
behind.
did. No, I didn't. I brought it with me.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
You
I
didn't do
put
the
it in my
effort.
inventory.
What
You
did
don't
you
do
say
the
that
effort
was?
of pulling it out from the dragon.
Investigation.
Investigation, yes, sir.
Investigation.
Investigation. No.
That's a 20, not nat.
No. Damn. All right, you also find a really nice stick.
Yeah, I do.
High quality stick findage.
High quality. Alright.
Fuck
This
yeah.
won't break if I stick it in the mud.
Well, we can help. So you find your way back to the general area. Some of the trees look familiar, the sort of like deep edges of the water, and having to stick to some more of the tree trunks in order to like keep above the mud. And you sort of come to what you generally remember as the space.
Okay.
But obviously approaching it, you don't see the dragon. You didn't see the dragon the first time. So what would you all like to do as you start to approach this sort of like small clearing, muddy lake bed looking area?
Okay.
Does anybody here speak Draconic?
No.
I don't
Okay.
think we do.
Then we just punch a fucking dragon.
I don't think I've ever heard a dragon talk.
Tracks, maybe debris
It just
from it
occurred to
taking.
me, none of the NPCs speak Draconic either.
That's why I asked that question.
No, I was looking.
That's fine. It's not an oversight. It's accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they spoke it, cool. But at the end of the day, what is you can do?
Right.
Do.
We gotta do what we gotta do. Okay, so what I'm looking for. Tracks, broken trees that let me know that it took flight and maybe went in a specific direction. Any kind of.
Make another survival check.
Oh, this one's gonna probably bite me.
Hey, Captain, which hole did it come out of?
I don't know that question.
That's a good question.
I mean, I'd kind of have to show you.
I mean, you can lead him over to it if you want.
15.
Please do.
15. There are no disturbed trees. There's no, like, crushed foliage. It doesn't look like it's... You can't find any track of where it's gone. If it's gone anywhere.
Yeah, I guess then I'm gonna stealth and I'm gonna go see if maybe it did go back to that area.
I'm gonna stealth and follow.
Roll me stealth, everyone.
Group stealthies.
That's not the best roll. Okay.
Fine, it's group stealthies.
I got a 5.
16.
Again, it's group stealthies.
Disadvantage
Sorry.
sucks. The first roll was a 16. I went to a 6.
So Mountain got a 5. You know?
16.
Kenku.
Let's see.
Elwyn.
What is it? 6, 8, 9. That's a 19 total.
Sabina?
8.
I got a 20.
Oh, nice.
Okay, group stealth. We can add them all together and divide.
Group stealthies. That was a 13, and I just have a +6 in stealth.
I wonder how you would visualize that if like somebody rolled
Ooh,
really
okay.
bad, but the group did good. Like, how are we hiding the mountain right now?
No, don't even worry about it.
Oh god.
Just
Oh god.
I have your average stealth as a group for how quiet you are all being as you move.
What is our average?
Oh, to be fair, I should add the NPCs. Oh, I'm gonna be nice and make their group stealth a separate thing.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god. Did they all roll a 1? What happened?
Listen, it's been a very. This is not a great start to these dice, which
Oh,
might be a good
God.
sign for you guys, I guess, during the dragon fight. A 3, a 6, and a 2 on the
Oh my
actual.
god.
Oh my god.
Except the fact that you actually control.
Why did you
like, 3 of
bring
our
them?
companions.
Listen, they're having a bad dice day. Cut them some slack.
Not everyone's good at stealth, okay?
Just back.
Yeah,
Then
like,
what
shut
are you
up,
all
Black.
good
Vina.
at? As Halloween would say. If you're not good at stealth, then what else are you good at?
Eloin is currently breaking their stealth by shouting about everyone being so loud as they try to crouch down and move through the tree.
He's got the moves like
That-
loudly
listen,
shushes people.
That's the real question you're asking isn't how are you guys lifting up the mountain and Sabina who rolled so poorly? It's how are you bringing down the group even more?
Oh my god.
You creep towards the lake bed, Sabina. Everyone else sort of following in your stead.
I
Yes.
am preparing my
I
protector.
was about to s-
or-
No, I'm not in character right now.
I'm gonna pull out the grenade I have
Oh god.
and
Okay.
just keep it in my
Blow up.
hand.
You're just gonna blow up mud, man.
I'm not gonna do anything. I just keep it in my hand.
Close to the lake bed are you getting, Sabina?
Just
Like,
far
where you-
enough that I could see it. I don't know, maybe
Like you can see it. My
20
question is, are you
feet?
getting as close as you got last time, which is like where you threw the net down and like dug up that gold? Are you staying like 5 feet back from that, 10 feet back from that?
I want to say 10 feet back. Can I like roll perception? Is there anything around?
Yeah, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. 16.
16. There is the bed of mud. You can still see like a little bit of your like netting that you made, sort of like where it's sunken into the dirt. A few of the gold coins are still just sitting out on the tree stump, so you're in the right spot. But there's no like movement under the water or anything.
There's no
or under
sign
the
of
mud.
it?
Yeah.
Guys, I don't think it's still here, but it was over in that area.
Are there traps?
I don't see any.
Can I shove my staff down in there? I'm gonna do it.
Sure, where are you shoving your staff, you know?
In the hole where she just showed me where it initially attacked her at.
Okay, are you gonna shove it in like the same sort of netting spot she did, or further in, like where the dragon actually rose out of?
Yes.
I'm gonna take that as where the dragon rose out of then.
Yeah. That's a good thing to take.
Sure. Let me roll something real fast. Just on my end.
Also, everyone gets
Excellent.
5 bonus saves being within 10 feet of me.
Heck yeah.
Excellent,
yeah.
excellent. Make me a dexterity saving throw real fast.
I'm good at those.
I
Because
hope
of the
you
falling in the
are.
mud.
24.
Great. You jam your staff down very confidently, and it goes straight down through the mud into what you quickly realize is a sinkhole. But you manage to catch yourself and not, like, tumble down into the hole.
All right.
But there is definitely some sort of, like, water... almost like a small whirlpool somewhere under the mud leading further down.
The dragon might be there. It might not. Can it breathe underwater? I don't know.
Guys, we have to stop cave diving. I'm getting.
I love the accent today.
Hill giants, perhaps?
Oh, dragon, my dragon, come
Don't
here
do this
to
to me,
me.
Lily. Don't switch up your plans on me.
And oh,
Hmm.
can we hear anything? Possibly dragon.
Yeah, roll me
Wing beat
perception. Anyone who
or
would like to
something?
approach the sinkhole.
I will.
Oh no, I was talking about just out in the.
Yeah, you can roll perception just out in the
I
wilderness.
would like to roll perception on a sinkhole. I should have done that.
That's
I
a
don't know
22
what you
on
would
the
hear besides
sinkhole.
the gurgling water.
I'm not just
It's
trying to
20.
hear the
Not
thing. I'm trying to
22,
just
20.
generally
In a
look in.
fail.
All the perceptions I can do without going in.
Yeah, without actually stepping into the sinkhole.
Yeah,
What is there to perceive?
that is a
Ah.
terrible roll. That is a 7.
Oh,
Put mine in
Okay.
chat.
Elowen?
I have a 23.
Was anybody else rolling perception?
Mm,
Sounds good.
no.
Elowen, the swamp is quiet. You can hear the occasional thing in the underbrush, but there's no sound of the dragon in the air or anything. I don't think any of this upstairs. As for you don't hear much of anything. You got what, a 7 you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't hear much of anything. I mean, you can't. The thing is, the mud is blocking your view of seeing just how deep this little sinkhole goes.
Can I tie my rope to one of my throwing knives and drop it in?
You most certainly can. Mountain, you head over to the sinkhole, and you sink deeper in the mud than anyone else. And you can tell just from sort of looking down at it and the rate at which some mud is slipping under it, it goes pretty deep. Wherever that leads, it goes way deeper.
Probably to a layer. Is there no way to tell if it was disturbed in the sense of someone leaving recently, or?
Not particularly, because you don't know a lot about dragons.
Hmm.
You tie it to one of your knives or something?
Yeah, I have one of my throwing darts.
All right, and you drop it down, and the rope starts to go down and down and down. You got, 50 feet of rope?
It doesn't specify, but if that's the standard, probably.
Standard is 50 feet. Yeah, it goes all 50 feet down.
Oh,
And you don't feel it hit anything.
Pretty deep.
Let's make it 100 feet.
You got more rope?
Yep.
Let's tie it.
Make me a quick survival check to see how well you tie this rope.
15?
Oh, you're talking about him. Okay.
Oh.
Well, either one of you could have
Yeah,
done it,
yeah,
but
it's
he
fine.
said it first, so he gets it.
Yeah.
Yeah, good enough. You lower the rope the rest of the way down, and just as you're reaching the end of your 100 feet of cord, you do feel it touch down on something.
You guys. Anybody here can breathe underwater?
not I.
I'm
Not
gonna
that long.
point to my lack of a mouth.
Is that a yes or no?
That's a yes. I don't need to breathe.
All right. So
Amanita
tie the rope
raises
off and
her
send you
hand.
down.
Amanita also raises her hand.
Oh.
Hmm. This is a plan. I'm gonna say it. Feel free to disagree. Somebody who can breathe goes down. We three of us stay on the rope, and if something goes wrong, they tug on the rope and we pull them up really quick.
Sorry about that. Had to do something. What's up?
Are we lowering?
Not
Somebody-
you. You guys can't listen.
Yeah,
to me.
probably not. Or probably not mountain. Although you'd probably be a little bit lighter underwater. But
It's mud,
Just
not
Just a
water.
little.
send down Amanita maybe, since she can breathe on water. See if the dragon's there. If it is, or if it's not. Either way, she tugs when she's ready to come up, and then we pull her up really quickly. Really, really quickly.
Hold on.
I don't mind going down.
I have another idea to add on to that. Ashley, how long does it take to attune an earpiece?
It takes 30 minutes because it's a short rest.
How about Fine. How about I go? Ugh.
I was just saying that I forgot my blanket upstairs.
Think you can hold your breath that long if things were to go bad?
Can someone? Can someone?
Yeah, she can
cast
grant
it?
all of you the ability to breathe underwater for the next
No.
24 hours.
I can
Then
go.
let's just all
I-
go. Tie the rope off and climb up if we need to.
You
I
trust the
can.
trees? Yeah.
Oh,
What we can do,
If it's down there, we can
okay?
drag it
Because
out.
we're in the business to killing a dragon.
I'll be right back. I get water.
I can go in.
I just
If
want
I
to make
see
sure it's
it-
there.
If I see it, I will tug and shoot an arrow at it, trying to piss it off.
it's
You guys-
underwater. Where do you think the arrow's going to go, bro?
Don't piss it off just yet. I have an idea.
You're going to let go of the arrow. It's going to go like a foot.
I just need to know if it's there.
Okay, well then I can tug, and you guys can, pull me up.
Sounds good.
Should we? Bird, I understand if you don't want to go, but you are the lightest. Would be the quickest to pull you back up.
I
Well, no.
suppose I can go. I mean,
If
I'm
I
just throwing out the weight
that
idea out
is
there.
a pretty good idea, actually.
if I go while I'm stealth inside mud, I have umbral. No one's gonna. You won't. No one's gonna be able to see me.
Dragon can see you.
It's not a full-blown dragon, so it doesn't have true sight.
30. I'm not using it.
Okay.
No, it's a baby dragon. I didn't see him last time. Ellen
Well-
actually knows this from personal experience with this exact dragon.
Well,
Since you've encountered it, we trust your judgment.
just keep in contact with me.
I have the pendant.
All right, everyone stand close. Amanita pushes her hands together. There is this flow of light that goes from her and spirals off in like these green little missiles that wrap around everybody. And everybody for the next 24 hours is under the spell water breathing. So
Nice.
you can both breathe underwater and above water.
Okay.
So,
Here's my idea. While we're tying Elowen up to descend.
no.
Sorry,
what?
Here's my idea. While we're tying Elowen up to descend.
Hold on, this is actually very important survival check. Who is tying Elowen to the rope?
Maybe Elwyn helps since he's really good at it.
Try to
Would
save
that
the
be a
knots.
survival roll?
It would be a survival check.
I already rolled for stealth, so someone else do it.
I can do it. I got it.
I can also do it. I have a +5.
You.
Holy.
I don't have
You do
it.
it.
I also am
Do
not
that.
good at. I rolled for some reason.
20, not natural.
20 not natural. All right, Elowen is likely not going to fall to his death.
Thank you.
I also would like to add my rope, and then, like, if it can reach the tree, I'd like to tie it around the tree, just for extra.
Yeah,
we were
you can
tying
reach
it
the
around
nearby
the
tree.
Do you want to do mountain or tree? Which one do you think
Well, we
would
could
be
do both.
easier?
I mean, double security. I don't think
Right.
the mountain's gonna go anywhere.
Hello, I'm back.
Meanwhile,
You
the
can do a little
mountain is like half a foot deep in the mud.
Oh, is he already?
all.
That's
Well,
fair.
I'm gonna
You're
pull
all
up on
you're
what
all
you
little
guys
mud.
You know, obviously. But I didn't put butter
Oh,
on.
Sabina.
Oh my god, I started making butter.
That thing you did with the
thing
magic
is
and the
that
air
I
around you in the
bought
water.
fancier
hmm
heavy cream than I
Do
usually
you think
buy.
you could do that
It
while
usually
something
goes
is
by the air or
falling?
whatever they have, but
Because what
this
we
is
could do
really-
is rig up a keg of gunpowder, drop into the hole while it's surrounded in
Had a heavy
air.
cream, I'd buy that. 'cause
Use
imagine
lit and
I got
everything
that
while
whole-
it's falling. Big boom. As long as the dragon's there, that's a lot of damage.
Elvie smiles and says, "You guys are my kind of people."
I like that idea.
Bird boy.
Actually,
No, it's okay.
if I casted
don't know
shape
a lot.
water, could I do it?
What? Let me look up the very precise description of shaped water, and then
Mhm.
also how big a keg
Would
of
it work on
gunpowder
mud?
is.
It's 20 kilograms. Not 20.
What
Yeah.
Because it can only make a 5-foot cube.
I don't think
Twenty
a
pounds.
keg doesn't even take up a 5-foot cube.
I think that'd be enough.
I don't think it does either, judging by something else. But I believe you'll be fine.
I'm sorry. I know.
20
Okay.
pounds of gunpowder, yeah.
Okay. So, what is the plan here?
I go up, keg goes down, we scatter.
We don't have the keg yet. We need to know if the dragon is there.
Okay.
Make
so
sure you're not
plan,
seen.
part 1 of plan, Elwyn go down, Elwyn confirm or deny dragon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Part 2 of the plan, possibly blow up dragon, question mark?
After we pull Elwyn out, that's the key number 2 in that plan.
Yes, please.
Part 1 sin Elwyn, part 2 question mark, part 3 profits.
That's
We
what I
got
was
it.
literally
Part
about to
two,
say. Is
wing it.
part 3 profit, hopefully. All right.
Hopefully, because you got a lot of profits riding on this.
I have a 21 on stealth, and
You do not, sir. You have the group stealth roll.
Oh, because I thought we were talking that it broke the stealth.
No, because you're talking like amongst yourselves.
Ah,
I don't count it to a certain extent.
I see.
It's very precision based. I consider like talking amongst the group to be something separate, unless you're in like an active, like your enemy is right next to you thing.
Okay, that's fair.
Yes.
Still, umbral sight.
Umbral Sight should keep you safe.
Yes.
I think the only thing Umbral Sight can't protect you against is if your stealth is lower than its passive perception.
Well, it has true sight.
Because then you weren't hidden from it at all.
Or it has true sight.
Or
It
it
doesn't
has
have
true
to,
sight or
but it-
tremor sense, but you are well
but
aware
it
that this particular dragon does not.
Does not have that. And tremor sense, would that even work under mud and water?
It depends.
You're going through mud. I think it works with that.
Mainly on how I'm feeling at that day. The real question is, could Top Beifong see you through mud? And the answer is probably yes, because there was
Probably
that whole-
okay,
yeah.
but until
There's
I
that whole
need
group
to
of
face
walk
Toph
people.
Beifong, I'm
Yeah. Until you have to face down Top Beifong, we can worry about that later.
Right.
All right. So, who is tying the rope to the tree, and who is tying the rope to the mountain? These are also important questions.
Come here, mountain
I'm
man.
gonna first get on stable footing.
Yeah. Mountain finds the most solid part of the muddied ground to stand in. So, make your roll to tie the rope around the mountain.
18.
18. Pretty good. Who is tying it to the tree then? It cannot be Sabina, Elowin, or Yuna. So it has to be either Kenku or the mountain himself.
How good are you at tying a rope?
It's survival, so
I'm asking him just how good is he at tying rope?
I'm alright. I'm not that great.
I guess I'll do it then. Survival, you said?
Alright, man, roll me survival.
Where's my survival? Alright. Time to get a 1. Here we go.
I mean, you got a 2 on
Well,
stealth.
I'm glad to say that's
Or a
not
5
a
on
1.
stealth.
Yeah, but that have a -1 instead. I'm glad to say it's not a 1. That is a 15.
15. Pretty average roll there.
Concerningly close
I like
to
that
it.
lot.
Well, if it was a 1, you better have dug them feet in, I guess.
Concerningly
Better really
close
put
to a
yourself
1.
solid there. Alright. Elowin, are you ready to head into the mud hole?
God.
Onto the breach.
I need a bath after this.
And you'll get one.
All right,
In gold.
let's go ahead.
Alright, Elowin, make me a dexterity check to see how well you climb down this little sinkhole.
Ooh.
Godspeed,
By the
soldier.
way, can I kind of prepare in case he tugs on the rope to pull him up?
Yeah. Anybody else who would like to prepare the action to
wanna
tug the
be-
rope up
Me too.
is free
I'll
to do.
prepare.
I'm gonna get my hands.
Yes,
something else
somebody
is
needs to.
happening.
8, 9, 10, 11. 11 on the dex.
11 on your dex. There he go.
Yeah, I kind of figured that was what it's gonna look like.
Is the cleric
Terrible.
and the
So Amanita and Elvie are both going to prepare to pull it up, but the cleric is going to sort of keep his hands free,
Yeah.
yeah, I like that.
looking ready. Oh God! So Elwin, you put both of your feet like into the mud, and for a minute you think that you sort of got like the slope it goes at, and then it drops dramatically, and you plummet through the hole.
Is what it is.
To be fair, water breathing was a smart idea, but it is only partially water. It is also quite a bit of mud. So it is definitely not a pleasant experience going down. And after like a good, I would say like a good minute of sort of struggling to breathe and struggling your way down the mud, you break into this massive, it's a grotto. That is the word I'm looking for. There it is.
Ah,
I was like, the word is on the tip of my tongue.
I know exactly what that is.
I have found my solution to not being able to draw maps. See the map.
Very nice.
Very ah.
Yes.
Did I lose all of my miniatures? Absolutely. I could only find 2 of them. And since Elowin went down the cave first, and I'm saving the tiny goblin for Kenku, Elowin, you are this giant robot. I have
Which one's
no other options. He's a little goblin dude, and he's shorter than everybody else, so that's Kenku. I was mildly prepared for this, though.
That's fine.
Very cool.
So, there you are. It's so silly.
No,
To
it's
be
fine.
fair, one of you has
Does
to
that
be
help
this
you?
blue fairy I stole from Isabella's toys. One of you has to be Beetlejuice. And the other one gets to be Godzilla. So,
They started looking everywhere for her.
I don't own miniatures, but I love miniatures so much. No one is more embarrassing than the actual black dragon who is being played by Sensory Slug.
Because apparently there was a malfunction.
It makes my autistic brain very happy.
Mm.
Is the one that's a little bit too
And he is here to kill you.
God.
Silly.
Basically come through it. And the one she went into was one that's supposed to push the water out,
There we go.
so it doesn't have any cover. It's just that
I'm very glad I bought this thing. None of you can fly yet, but I bought this ages ago, and I'm very happy to finally be able to use it.
I guess they might have cleaned
I
it
thought
wrong. and
earlier,
they
Ashley, could I like roll to see how much I know about dragons?
Apparently,
You already did that last game, so you cannot.
Did I?
Yes, you
You
did.
did, actually.
I didn't
Everyone
look at
did.
Yep. We all
It looks
we
like
all
Ellen's
learned
about to
about
like
dragons. Well, we
WWE
all
or
learned what we
that.
thought
elbow
we
drop.
learned.
Oh, well.
It does look a bit like he's about to WWE the dragon. So, Elowin, you sink down out of the mud. You have to like struggle to like wipe some of it out of your eye to see what you can see. But it's a massive grotto underneath the ground. 100 feet up at its highest peak right around the center. And what is it good? About 140 feet off from where you're descending is the dragon.
I can see the dragon.
Yes, you can, because it's a big open area with like these large rock spires, and it is resting in the center of like a pile of gold. There are these crates sort of laid about.
So is he just dangling in the air?
Yes, more accurately, he looks something like this, just sort of
I can stand
hanging. I can put him on his tummy.
Mission Impossible style.
Yeah, that's what I'm imagining.
Yeah.
Mission
Mhm.
Impossible style, dangling by his tummy.
I'm a better Tom Cruise.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, cool. So
So he's there. He's a good ways
see-
into the grotto.
I see Drago. I see.
I wonder if I can. How far
You
does
said
the sword let me-
swords, chest, gold.
Nope, the next game. Adjust forward so that I can pull it way further. I might be about to do that. Hold on. Sorry, small technical change.
All good.
All right, there we go. My dude's a crazy little Spider-Man, so I should be able to just So silly. This is literally the only solution I had to the fact that I don't like drawing maps, and you all would like more maps. And also, I bought all these blocks, and I never got to play with them. So
That's all good.
Yeah.
happy with that. Maybe
Very
push this
nice.
little spider leg back.
So, all right. Is our Drago on top of like a pile of gold, like a hoarding dragon, like normal?
Yes, he has a small hoard in which he's laying on. It's certainly not like it's an impressive amount of gold to you, but like it's a small little dragon hoard. He's a tiny little dragon boy.
Okay. So not small level hoard.
It's a decent little hoard.
Um,
This is also me battling the fact that I really hate being on camera.
just trying to make sure I have everything. So, I got dragon on gold. Drago there. Crate.
Drago there.
You said crates with swords?
Just crates. You can't quite see what's in them. Several of them look like they've been like lightly melted.
Unimportant crates.
Or important crates, you're not sure. Also,
Uh,
this barrel is absolutely what I was basing the other barrel on.
oh, okay.
And it's about 5 feet. It fits one square tile perfectly, so.
I'm basing the importance of this grotto on what I can see because it's about to explodo. So I need to know what's in here. All right. Actually, what is Drago doing right now? That's a very important question.
God, why are you like this tiny little camera that I never use, which is why you're like this? If I used it more, it would function better. Here's your tiny little bird. It's just me fumbling about with a video camera.
When is murder serial murder? At 3?
Serial. Oh yeah, serial.
I'm sorry, what?
I'll look it up right now. What is our Drago doing right now?
It is sleeping peacefully on its pile of gold.
What about murder?
When is it serial?
2 or more victims by
Oh.
the same offender in separate events following
I was
their.
about to say, you gotta be careful though, because if you do it too quickly, you become a spree killer.
That's not a separate
Gotta get every
crime.
type of kill.
I think if it's within the same 48 hours and you kill more than 3, then you're a spree killer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
They're most definitely a spree killer.
Let's. Man. Okay. I'm tugging on the rope.
Okay, all of you feel a tug on the rope.
Alright.
Heave!
Roll strength, ladies and gentlemen.
Do we get advantage? Since we were prepared? Or?
Sure, I'll give all of you advantage because you were prepared.
Cool, I don't think I need it. I'm glad I...
I'm prepared.
I got an 18 then a 1.
prepared.
11.
I'm very glad. I
So
got that
18 expected from the mountain.
20.
11.
Sorry, 20.
Oh.
Plus 2.
20, pretty expected of the mountain. 12. Neither Kenku is rolling, neither is Pedor. Let's see.
Not Pydor.
Thank God I got
Tidor.
that 1 advantage roll.
Amanita gets a 13. And Elvie gets a solid 18. all of them heave ho, and it is just as unpleasant coming out of the mud as it was going in it. But you are yanked free of the mud, Elowen, sort of gasping for air as you come out the other side.
I saw it.
Good.
It
Now
was
we can go
rainbow
back.
colored.
It's rainbow.
I was trying to get everyone to laugh about the worm, but I saw it. There's
It's rainbow colored.
Yes.
When you shake it, it makes a satisfying clicking sound.
No, I saw it. It's down there sleeping. There's a small horde of gold, about the size or a little bit larger of the dragon itself.
Yeah.
And
I would look at you like this.
there's a couple of crates, looked a little destroyed. A couple of barrels. I can't tell if there's anything important down there. But I'm not too sure if we want to go down there and kill it or if we just want to explode the place.
Probably
Well,
important to
I-
note that it
so-
was like 140 feet out from where the rope goes down.
Oh. Well, then there we go. How far would your explosion reach?
And you look at me crazy. I'm gonna get
We probably
What
shouldn't
is
fight
this?
it home.
I don't want to field test that because I only have 2 barrels.
Hypothetical.
Well, we could all find out all of it. A few of us could go down there one at a time. I mean, we can kind of help move it and then come up,
Good
quickly.
Move the dragon?
Clicked on that
move
more.
the barrels closer.
Move the dragon.
Yeah,
What if
Move
we
I'm
put
just gonna pick up the dragon.
somewhere else?
Right, yeah. Are we gonna Patrick this dragon closer to the
I
barrels?
mean, I'm down to try it.
To be fair, you do not know what is in those barrels down there.
We should take Bikini Bottom and push it somewhere else.
It feels mildly like the Find a Sound Alley doesn't have challenge.
There's a lot, don't worry.
Okay. As I wipe away the mud off of me.
You are just covered in mud.
Yeah.
Prestidigitation.
In fact, you feel a very like stern sort of like for an instant one of the arrows turns just enough to poke you with like its fake feather in annoyance at being covered in mud.
Yeah, I need to. That's also something I'm worried about is the mimics.
I'm gonna prestidigitation him.
Oh, that's very nice.
Just deep clean him.
What does it look like when the mountain performs prestidigitation? I don't feel like I've ever asked.
I think I kind of just like point at him, and it just kind of like all goes away slowly.
Like it just disappears. I
It's
rather
technically 1 cubic meter, but like it's a cantrip. I can just keep casting it.
Yeah. For a rule of cool
Can-
effect.
can we instead do this visualization then? As he points at me, the mud kind of lifts off in pieces and then just like flings everywhere else away from me.
Yeah, I can do that. I was gonna have it all fling off in one extreme.
Yeah,
violent-
I'm all about aesthetics and visualization on stuff. Like it
So
it
the
gotta
mountain
look
points at
interesting.
you, and piece by piece, the mud just like comes off in big clumps and shoots up against trees and out into the woods.
Yeah.
Thanks,
You
Sal.
have
I'm
to
all
like
muddy.
vaguely dodge to avoid getting hit by bits of it.
Here's the deal. The dragon is pretty far away from where I was. If we if we pull a barrel down there, I'm not even sure the explosion would reach. It would definitely wake him up. But here's a bright side to that. Even if it doesn't reach him and we just wake up a very pissed off dragon that we're going to have to fight regardless, it will open up a bigger hole for all of us to get in without dealing with mud.
Why don't we just try to find a soft spot directly above it?
Where we
You
could
want to
just-
walk out 40
We
feet
could also
and
lower it
blow a hole
on
up in
top
front
of
of it?
it.
140 feet.
140 feet and blow up a hole right above it?
I mean, like, find a soft spot to drop the barrel through. Not blow a hole on top of it. That just seems like a bad idea.
I'm in favor of Elwood plan, I think.
We definitely shouldn't try to fight it down there, though. We need to get out of there.
Well,
Lower
we
it
can
down.
bring it, either we can fight it down there or we can bring it up here. I don't see how we're going to, unless you're going to elaborate on your plan. I don't understand how we're going to just drop a barrel down solid mud.
I mean, find another soft spot above it. We found one here.
We can find a soft spot.
This is not technically a soft spot. This was the tunnel that it uses to get in and out of. And while I am inclined to believe that a dragon may have several tunnel systems,
I mean, we could
do
also.
you want to go searching for it?
There could hypothetically be many tunnels.
How about this? We could. Elwin, how would you feel being lured?
We could, yeah.
Because
just
we could set up a trap up here. We wouldn't need to use a spell from Captain Sabina. We could do the fight on land, and as long as everyone's in tune, we can get you out quick.
140 feet.
The point is, we really shouldn't teleport it down there.
Take everyone.
How I believe in our even in Owen.
I do too.
It's just
With the longbow.
okay. Satisfied.
With the longbow, could I reach?
With the longbow, you could reach the 140 feet from where you dangle on the rope to the dragon.
Let's do it. Fuck it, right?
I mean, this would be my only time to use where I can actually use umbral sight as a with the advantage. Possibly. What other way would you want me to lure it up?
Just say, "Hey, fucker, come here."
Yeah, just make some noise. Draw it to the mouth of the tunnel.
Pydor nervously sort of like raises his hand. What is the plan when we make the very large angry dragon come back up to the surface?
Big circle of boom booms.
Blow it up, of course.
But you have to be careful about blowing it up, though, because it would also maybe blow a hole.
But you just said you don't know how big the explosion is. So
we're
how
not all
far
going to
do
be
we have to
standing
pull?
right here.
Freedom, fucker. That's how it's gonna happen, right?
I'm still
Listen, I'm just saying my concern is that we are pulling Elwin
into
also through the explosion hole.
Yeah.
Well, the mountain's going to be in front. So
yeah, hard pull will be good.
I'm not invincible.
They're not invincible, but you can take a lot more damage than us.
Not a barbarian either, but sure.
Listen, a little chip off the block ain't nothing for you.
That's not that.
I just have more
As soon as you say another chip off the block ain't nothing for you, like a part of him that he hasn't fully healed like falls off. Just one of the damaged bits of your shoulder that the warden took out just like jigs off again.
Yeah.
Listen, somebody's gonna get hurt in this battle.
I'm not gonna lie, my mortality is concerning me. Why don't we just drop the mountain in there and
too heavy.
Are you sure you could drag me back out of there?
Look, I'm not saying we drag you back out of anything. I'm saying what I'm saying.
If no one really wants to volunteer, I'll fucking do it.
LV Johnson immediately. I'm actually in favor of throwing Bird Boy down there because he weighs nothing.
The car, bitch.
I'll do it. This is my stunt anyway.
Let's do it. You'll come out quicker.
I still don't know about, like, I'm glad we're finally talking about a plan here. This is great, don't get me wrong, but I'm still concerned about pulling a bird through fire. I don't know if you guys know what that
makes you think he has to, the fire doesn't have to go off before he gets
to the explosive the second he pulls the
You're not thinking clearly, Elvi says. Clearly, we pull him out just in time that he misses the explosion. We got it. It's perfect timing.
We pull him out, then we drop the bomb.
She goes to high five you, you know. Perfect.
That bird's gonna fly, all right?
Exactly.
Okay, whatever.
Free bird plays in the background.
Like, yeah, he's the best brother ever.
Listen.
A match made in heaven.
The plan's gonna happen. It's gonna work. Let's do it.
Oh yeah.
At the end of the day, he is. What is the second in command?
Yeah, I love
the lieutenant.
I wanted to do it.
At the end of the day, he is the lieutenant. If you wants to do
Not at
this,
all.
I back him.
He doesn't have a choice.
I was hoping that magic
Oh,
missile was 140 feet. It's 120.
I think we can all say as a collective that dropping Mountain down there is more of a sacrificing Mountain to the dragons.
Yeah,
That's if you want to build a new character.
I don't. I
You
like.
bored
I
with the
know.
Mountain yet? You looking for a new guy?
No, I like this guy.
Look, my plan was for the mountain to cause havoc and have the dragon come up somehow.
See,
Yeah, but here's the thing.
It's
here's
gonna be
my-
a lot
you
of me
get
winging
that?
it.
We all
I
gotta roll
want to be
nat
clear.
20s.
Personally, I do think Elowen is the best bet for angering the
Mhm.
dragon without having to do too much. But I
Yeah.
do think Elowen has been put in a lot of life-risking danger so far, more than anybody else. Elowen is constantly hanging on the edge of death.
I wouldn't mind going down if I had a way to get back up. I kind of don't.
What
No,
if we
you
cast
definitely-
Featherfall on you? And would it make
Featherfall
it
does
easier to
not
come
bring
up?
my weight.
It
No,
doesn't
just-
do anything for your weight. It just makes you
it
fall.
when you
Listen.
know it close to the ground, you fall slower.
Yeah.
all it does.
I ain't a magic man, all right?
Well, that's why we're telling you.
That's why I asked.
Well, to be fair, I don't know
We're
how
not
much Mountain
judging
would
you
know
for
about that.
asking.
I actually do think I've been here. I don't think Mountain knows how feather falling works.
What? Ashley, I'm next to my
Nobody
guy. Come
would
on.
have ever used that on you.
I have Featherfall.
Oh, you do? Right?
Yes.
You have wizard spells. That's crazy. What spells are you accessing? Is it just wizard, or what do artificers get?
It's a
I think
bunch of
it's
stuff.
It's a bunch of stuff. It's like kind of borrowed from a bunch of different
Okay.
lists. Not like full lists. But
So I was
borrowed
about to
from a-
ask, is it only wizard spells, or do you guys get the access to some sorcerer or druid ones too?
I mean,
I
think
suppose
it's its
artificer is
own
weird.
Independent religious
We get
spell
bard
list.
boards, I think.
Okay.
Wait,
Bards
I'm
have always
currently
been sort of a
running
jack of all
detect
trades. sort of
magic to
thing.
identify
me-
Featherfall cure wounds.
Give me a minute.
I'm
I'm gonna see something really quick.
definitely don't want to interrupt the actual game, but I wanted to mention to Manuel and maybe Don. I don't know which one of you I reach out for this. I think I know what kind of character I want to play in.
You can reach out to both of us. You can send it to both of us.
Okay, cool. I'll message you later about it.
Okay.
Bird boy go in hole. Bird boy get
Wait.
attention. We pull bird boy out of hole. Boom.
Okay. I hear you. What if
I'm gonna preemptively get ready for something.
This is gonna be interesting.
we really want to piss this dragon off to get it to, get up and
It's a
Why?
dragon. If we get his attention, he'll probably come.
I mean,
Now that I
there's a
think about it,
50-50,
We
but
probably shouldn't be doing an explosive.
I have an idea that involves Kinku in a certain way.
Well, this is one of the few chances you guys have to fully talk out a plan before doing it, so I definitely recommend chatting.
Now that I think about it,
Let me tie an explosive to an arrow.
To Kenku.
You can no, let me tie an explosive to an arrow, and because I don't have I thought I have an incendiary arrow. Is that actually an explosive?
Nope, just fire.
It's just a burning arrow, right?
Yes.
Which is so stupid. But
Hey, you don't. Maybe one of these kegs is gunpowder. You don't know. Then it wouldn't be stupid.
well, all the more reason to have an actual bomb or something attached to the arrow. I could shoot it. It would piss off the dragon. At best, it might even stun the dragon a little bit and give more time for us to, get that
sounds
perfect
nice.
timing.
I don't know if I have the mechanism to blow up something underwater. I'm kind of fire-based right now.
well,
Sorry.
I think the bigger problem is the fact that attaching a bomb to an arrow would make it really heavy and probably just fall short.
Oh wow, you're really doubting Elowen's skills as an archer.
Right? Like,
Doubting
first off,
aerodynamics.
This
oh,
is the
if we're
fantasy world.
wait, are we really bringing realistic
Oh,
stuff like
absolutely
aerodynamics
not.
into
I
this?
don't know any of that
I
shit.
mean, the sense of like a bomb is pretty heavy.
Nah, fuck that. I don't know any of that shit. Rule of cool, dude.
Wait,
I don't know how the fuck that works.
does
Elowen's a good archer, that's
Does
it.
Hawkeye not do that shit all the fucking time?
He
We
does.
don't have
100%
that tech.
Hawkeye does.
Tony
all
Stark
the time.
technology.
Yeah, we
But
don't
even
have that.
still, I mean, like,
What? Okay, we
okay,
don't need
fine.
to
Lower
whatever
the bird down.
I'll just
Lower
say,
the
like,
bird down.
Either
To be
plan is great.
clear,
We'll do it.
I-
I don't care.
I
Let's just
do
do
not
it.
Piss
care
the
about
dragon off, get it up
logic of
here.
it.
We don't want to fight it down there.
Well, blow it. You could blow it up down there and then also blow it up here. Both
I don't
options
think.
can exist.
Ash, I feel like you're trying to bait us into making noise.
No, I say
We're
listen,
making the whole goal is to make noise,
I
regardless of what
mean,
happens.
up
Clearly, no one.
top. If we make noise up top, it might attract something else.
Who cares? We'll fight them too. I ain't afraid. These hands are ready to eat for everyone, fucker.
Thank
How
you.
how many crew members are with us right now? All of
Enough.
them, right?
so you have
15
with
people?
you Amanita, LV, and Pydor, your 3 crew members. The rest of the crew have
Right.
not arrived at the ship. They are arriving tomorrow,
Okay.
which means you have to kill both the dragon
So
and
that's
the
that's
hill
a
giant
party of what?
today.
7?
Yeah, we're a pretty big party. We
Yeah.
could
So I'm not too
handle.
worried about other things. To be
Alright.
honest with you, I think we should drop Kenku and then follow the plan from there. If something else shows up, then
Yeah, you know what?
we'll wing it, which is what we've been doing this entire time.
Exactly.
So,
How about
we'll
that?
be all right.
So, back alley cleric will. Sorry.
Oh God,
Back alley cleric will
is that my
stand.
name now? Pirates get nicknames, right? Am I back alley cleric?
Yeah,
Is that how this is gonna work?
you're back alley cleric. Back alley cleric and I will
Oh my
literally
God.
stay in the back.
By the way.
We will watch out. I'll be stealth. If anything happens, if anything comes up besides the dragon, we'll deal with it.
Yeah, let's just do it.
Kenku, you ready?
I have a genuine question, Kinku. Are you carrying, and have you been carrying, a 5-foot barrel, essentially, of gunpowder on you this entire time?
Inku's always
No.
carrying.
That's a ridiculous question. It's on the ship. We have to go get it.
Ah,
Sick. That's what
Yeah,
I thought.
I got to get rid of that bag of
Carrying
holding.
this whole time because I should be keeping way more track of all the times you could have been lit on fire.
No.
I mean,
I don't.
you
care
also
about
allowed
that.
him to carry that axe. I don't see why you would. I don't see why.
No, the axe
The
was
difference is
banned
one could
shortly
explode.
after realizing.
The barrel's in me bag of holding.
Oh, he gave
We
up
should
the.
do
I
it.
know.
He
The
doesn't
barrel's
have
on
a
the
bag of holding.
Can the
Right.
cleric do that too? Could we have him make bags of holding?
He's not an
I'm a
artificer.
cleric, not a wizard.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know what kind of person does
It's
that.
artificers that do
It's
that.
artificer or wizards can do it, but it takes wizards longer.
Yeah.
He's just a back alley cleric.
Do we need the gunpowder, or do we think a few grenades will do it?
Oh, we need the gunpowder. We need to make sure this thing is
How would you
dead. I don't want acid on my skin.
Just dodge it.
Ooh, we're taking the chance.
No, I don't feel like it.
Plus, I feel like blowing something.
All right,
up,
let's
so
do it. Let's do it.
that's
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, who's going back to the ship?
Let's just strongest people. Let's make it
How
quick.
heavy are those bombs?
25 pounds.
Ashley,
Look,
get our bird.
How many kegs do you
No,
want? We
your
should just
bird
send them
can
out.
only lift 25
I
pounds.
wanted to-
He absolutely can. He is like a 2-pound little mechanical bird.
Yeah.
Man.
Let's
He
just send
could,
Alec.
but it would
Or,
get
I'm
into
sorry.
a-
Let's just send the mountain. He can probably get at. You only want to bring one keg?
We can bring both. We can buy 2 more if we need to.
Yes. So why don't we? If you're trying to do this as good measurement, a good measure, 2 kegs. He can bring both of them. We can stay here. If the dragon comes up while we're waiting for the kegs, we deal with it. If he comes back in time, we deal with it. This way, I don't think anything will happen to the mountain. I don't think he'll get mountain napped while he's walking.
He gets mountain napped while he's walking.
All right, I like this plan. Let's execute
If
it.
we're really
Yeah. Let's
worried,
get going.
we can send one person else with him. But
Nope, not worried. Let's go.
Okay, so get 2 kegs.
Well, we have some work to do in the meantime. Need to get it
Okay.
prepared.
I am not in stealth, right?
No.
I would say at this point, all of you have broken stealth. I just realized I think I'm far from the mic.
Okay.
Let's just set it up. Go get the kegs, and let's get this thing.
I want to.
Apologies. I don't know if any of you heard me. I would say at this point, you're not like in stealth, but you're not being loud enough that you think the dragon would hear you all the way below there. But something else in the woods might.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about right now. What time of day is it?
You're like approaching how you guys set out early morning, so it's like mid morning.
Mid morning. Okay.
Not much time has passed at all.
I don't need to first.
But really, thinking about the dragon is probably far too close to the city anyway.
I want to see if anything changed in the surroundings, animals, beasts, stuff like that.
Yeah, have a little look. I do have to ask an actual science question here.
Yo.
How are you timing and igniting the bomb?
Ooh.
Prestidigitation can light things.
Yeah. Fuse.
Long fuse?
Long fuse.
Prestidigitation can
fuse?
ignite things.
Okay,
and
cool.
release the
We're
actual fire.
gonna Looney Tunes this, so I'm gonna ask the question again. How are you timing this? What is the math here?
Let
Okay,
me
so we
burn 10
we
feet
make
of
a
rope.
few. Yeah, I was gonna say that we burn and then we learn how long it takes and then we time that.
Yep. We have time before the mountain gets back to like, prep.
We
Yeah.
have at least
Burn a
20
couple of
minutes.
fuses.
How many fuses do you have?
We got a lot of rope.
You know what?
could
Can
dry
I
it out
use
with
that?
magic.
You got a lot of rope.
And I still have my rope, so.
How
And I got-
long does it take rope to burn? A question I never expected to Google.
Couldn't we like pick it
Actu-
apart just so it would burn a little bit faster? There's less material.
How long
We
for
could drench it in
fuse?
alcohol.
Wait,
do
I'm
have that
pretty
one
sure some of
alcohol.
us have something in our inventory, don't we? Who's got the booze?
I'm sure I gave it to you, didn't I?
Yeah, probably you know.
I still have it.
Yeah, I gave it. I
He's
know
got the
I don't have
booze.
it anymore.
Huh.
Okay. Here's my plan.
2000
This is a very well drawn plan. I like it.
Kenku in hole. Everyone pull to this tree.
And then team 1 attacks.
Team 1 attacks after explosion?
Yes.
After it
Post
surfaces?
explosion. I need to put explosion down. That's right.
It's fine. You're no worse at drawing maps than I am. Oh god, no.
It's a butt hole.
It burns my eyes. It's math. I don't... How do you... What?
This is
You
what
can just
that
pick a
DBT
random
said.
time and go with it.
It all looks like it got... I don't... Oh god, there's so much math here. Okay.
Which is usually
Just simplify it.
It's...
Rule of cool.
I feel so overwhelmed.
Oh, what are you looking
Just
at?
looking at it.
What are you
How
looking
long in seconds does it take to burn a fuse with a high surge current? What is a surge current? I don't understand.
That's
No, just look at what I
electricity.
sent you. Just look at what I sent you.
I'm just looking for a basic answer.
No, then look at what's at.
Okay.
Look at what's
Okay.
in.
1 inch per minute times 5 minutes works for me.
Here we go. Yeah.
I need you to understand. I opened it and got immediately exceedingly overwhelmed.
I
and
heard
couldn't
you.
stop looking at it because I was trying to make it make more sense, but it
Was it
wasn't
a
making
Greek
more sense the
equation
longer
too?
I looked.
No.
La bombas have been placed.
La bomba. La bomba.
Okay.
Oh, why can't I remember the lyrics to La Bamba? I used to do that every...
Right, I forgot you were in mariachi.
I was. I used to perform that every concert. You ended the show with La Bamba.
Hmm.
Except for the Christmas one, which you did Feliz Navidad, because everyone could sing it because it had English words.
I failed Spanish twice.
Oh.
I have a Spanish teacher for one of my years.
Oh, okay.
She pulled English
I took
English.
I took 2 years of Spanish past 1 semester.
I was
My
in the
teacher
mariachi
pulled
band
the
and have been
English
practicing Spanish for about a year now.
Why, after I failed Spanish 1, they let me go to Spanish 2? I will never know.
Yeah,
No child left behind,
Public school,
man.
that's
Yeah,
why.
My
man.
second year
You gotta
teacher
think.
pulled
That
English.
was Bush, right?
Imagine
No,
what that
this
would
was
look like.
Obama. I'm not that old.
Dude,
No, that did the no
Yeah.
child left behind.
Oh, I was like,
I do.
no, I think Bush is out in LA.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not considering what it would look like on their test scores and their like school if you had failed.
Yeah, so Bush is the one that did it. Bush Jr. because he's a C student.
Bush
It
did
did go
9/11.
quicker. Not
No, no, no. The
I
rule
don't think
of
that's what
No
he said.
Child Left Behind Act. He pushed that through because he felt bad for all the C plus students that would get, have to retake it because he was a C plus student.
Hmm.
I'm not comprehending what you're
I'll
saying.
send you the TikTok.
Because you just keep saying closing.
Ah.
All right.
And I think you want me to
So
play
what's
some
everyone doing in the
particular thing.
meantime?
We
While we're
also need
waiting.
to build
How are we
defenses.
preparing?
Oh yeah. I'm
Okay.
trying to
Just
figure
get
out
some
what it's about.
driftwood or some shit.
In character, talk. What is the plan? Mountain heads
I
back
rolled
out
a,
to.
I rolled a 17 to figure out what's around, like anything changed, creatures, stuff like that.
No, it's very similar. It's very quiet in this area.
all right. I don't think Driftwood would do very good. Well, he's acid dragon, right?
Yes,
So no
you did.
fire. So
confirm
let's get
that.
some Driftwood. Yeah.
Black
He does
dragons are
acid.
acid.
We also have natural cover.
We do.
All right, Ranger range in time. Get in a tree.
Should I? I don't think I need to roll anything actually.
Yeah, you're already heading off mountain.
I
You're
don't
heading
think I need to
off.
roll anything to pick up the kegs though. I've carried heavier.
Nah, no.
Like whole people.
This is just about timing and how long it takes them to do what they're doing.
But yes, does anyone have any extra rope?
Yeah, I can give you the rope I have on me.
Yeah, we kind of need to keep the rope we got tied.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Yeah.
What was I just thinking I needed to look up? No, it's gone now. I'll figure it out in a minute. So, who's doing what?
I'm going to try and construct, to some extent, some kind of like little cover I could hide behind while over in the Team 1 area by the fuse.
Okay, so you're gonna be team Light the Fuse?
Uh,
Or
Yeah.
team Attack after Explosion?
I thought Team 1 was Team Attack.
Yeah, team 2 is full.
Okay, so team 2 is completely full. So you're team Light Explosion and Attack.
Yeah, but I'm going to build some little cover there so we can at least have somewhere to duck down.
Roll me survival or investigation to see if you can find any things that would work for that.
Investigation it is. No, it's not.
And
survival.
find a good stick.
We'll find a good stick. My first nat 20 of the night.
Hey,
Yeah.
we're all getting good sticks.
Dude,
Yeah.
you don't even find just good sticks. You find like whole branches, and you even find like a tree that looks like something has been clawing into it. And it has broken it apart enough that you can, like, with just a little bit of effort, sort of peel it back to use it as, like, just defense walling.
Well, I just made the coolest base ever. All right, screw.
Your fort
Good
is
cover.
amazing. You were never allowed to build forts as a child.
No. How dare he be deprived of the forts?
The forts.
The
That's
children
gonna keep-
yearn for the forts.
I'm gonna keep throwing vague childhood trauma at all of you.
Yeah, I was just about to say getting a natural 20. You get a great skill, but God, it's a Doofenshmirtz story.
Not Doofenshmirtz.
My parents never let me build forts. They were too brother helping my brother Roger. He was a fort building champion and won several awards. All right, if you are also team Light the Fuse, who else is on team 1 here? Who do you want on team 1, also out of the NPCs? Because you can place them wherever you like.
Well, I think the other Ellaby should be on attack team.
Yeah.
The other what?
Ellaby, the other captain.
Elvie. So Elvie will join team 1. She is literally a fire person and she is a fighter, so.
Peter, you're at the back on team 1. I need you there in case I get hurt.
Sorry, what, Dom?
I want Peter on team 2.
Aye, aye, Captain.
I'm not the captain.
Aye, aye, First Mate.
Thank you.
I
You're a
don't know
lieutenant.
how pirate ship structure works.
He's a lieutenant.
I guess
Yeah,
I'm
Aye,
lieutenant.
aye, Lieutenant.
there we are.
I'm gonna figure this out one of these days.
There you go.
This is
Aren't
my
we
first
all?
day on the job. It's fine.
Let's see who else do we have to place.
Amanita.
What are her wild shapes? I'm gonna ask. What can you wild shape into?
Yes, what can you do in a fight?
Amanita. I actually do need to look that up real fast.
Owlbear?
I know it's based. So it's based on level.
Oh. Bugbear. That's
You can almost never be a bugbear. I think its intelligence is too high. She can turn into an elemental currently, and she can be do anything CR5.
ooh.
Yeah, your team won. I think.
The R5 is pretty broke.
You agree with Team 1.
But it can only be beast, so it has to be beast.
Team 1 it is.
We could have assigned Team Captain.
Elvie grinned. Hell yeah. Hells yeah. Sorry, there are 9 of those. Amanita joins Team 1, which makes Team 1 currently Yuno, Elvie, and Amanita, and Team 2, Pydor. That's a very good sort of approximation of what I think this looks like.
That's like
I was trying to find the
default
best,
Team 2.
biggest swamp I could.
No offense, Mountain. You're kind of default Team 2. You are the strongest boy.
I was looking around at like the spells I have. It seems like Artificers kind of pulls from every single spell list.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Aside from maybe Druid a little bit.
I do think we should all cross our fingers and really hope Mountain doesn't fucking flub this.
Look.
Somebody got Mage Hand to help tug it a little bit extra?
There is a possibility, no matter how low, that he rolls a 1. And everyone else has to pick up the slack. So we should keep that in mind.
So we'll be preparing this pull again, so I will have advantage, hopefully.
Okay, so wait, who's on Team 2 so far and who's on Team 1?
Team 2 is just Pydor in the mountain right now. Team 1 is Yuno, Elvie, and Amanita.
I'm gonna be Team 2.
Alright, Sabina joining Team 2. That leaves our boy Kenku is going to be bait, so he's going to be Team 2, as in, like, please save my life.
Then I also think Elwyn should be Team 2, probably in the tree.
Well, I was planning on being in a tree anyways.
But
I
Team
need
1
to
or
have
Team
a
2
good
tree.
Yeah, I need to have a good vantage point.
The only reason I say that tree right there where Team 2 is written is because if the rope was to get dropped, you could run to help really quick. Just, you'd be semi-close, at least.
I mean, I hear you.
But where do you think you'd get the most,
I'm trying to think,
out
like,
of
if
it?
I'm in a tree and the rope and the line snaps or whatever, I'd have to jump down from that tree at the same time.
Oh, fuck.
Captain LV, you think, what can you do with that fire?
Well, I can most certainly burn, but I'm no sham at fighting myself either.
No,
What are
forget
you
I got
looking
some
for me to
fire
do?
nowadays.
Can you fling it?
I can fling fire.
I certainly can as well.
If you should go out, I want both of you to get on that. Have it prepared, I guess. Other words.
Will do. Though let's hope it doesn't go out.
Yes. Trying to get all the bad possibilities out of the way right now.
Oh, my mind just went to the possibility of the rope getting stuck while you're trying to pull Kenku out.
I've thought of this.
What is the blast radius? Oh, we still don't know that.
That's the thing, though. That's, I think, the one thing you can't test and you don't know is you don't know the blast radius of this explosion.
We're gonna have to
It'll
time
work.
this perfectly. That's the thing.
Well,
But
I
it's
was
hard to time
asking
it
about the
perfectly
blast
when you don't
radius.
know how big the blast will be.
I was asking about the blast radius because I wanted to get into a closer tree, but I don't want to be caught in the blast radius, obviously.
I would say 40 feet is probably safe, but I don't know for sure.
I mean, I don't think any of us knows at this point. Then.
This map is really not
Um,
to scale. I have no idea. Something I came up with.
No, it's fine. I mean, I'm playing it as
It's fine. I made my map in the complete wrong direction, or the wrong area, so.
you know
Yeah,
what,
but like, what are the odds you get it again? You know?
right?
Time
It's
is
just
only a
is the
network,
mountain just bad at tugging on rope? Is
I
that what we're
guess.
saying here?
You're a
Well,
good rope
there
tugger.
is, the chance might be low, but it's never zero that the mountain could completely fucking flip this.
And if it does,
He
it'll be
critically
alright.
fails and snaps
It
the
is
rope.
still
and he
tied to a
pulls it up.
tree.
And there's 2 other people, so
Yeah,
we'll be fine.
we'll be fine. What would give me the best vantage point of the dragon coming up?
Probably the one back, like top left on the map.
I like that we're using Kenku's map as, that's definitely what the forest looks like.
No, yeah, like I said, I have no clue what the forest actually looks like. This is my approximation.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, that way you're at his back. It's not just seeing you instantly, even though you'd probably be hidden.
I'm gonna be fully stealth. It's not necessarily that. I want to make sure I have a clear shot, so I want to make sure that there's nothing in between the dragon coming up and me.
I mean, there are certainly trees that will give you that clean shot. Your bow goes all the way out to 120 feet.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna be team 2.
Team 2, are you going to stand in the tree that they're sort of all bunching around?
I kind of
I
just
think
figured
so.
the tug of the rope when they're done would fling them behind.
It will hopefully fling all of you to some safety.
Huh? I need you guys to pull very
Actually-
hard and very fast. I need to get out of the
Actually, I'm
explosion.
gonna be at team 1. I figured the dragon is going to be fixated on Kinku, and it might actually, regardless of explosion, come still hurling at the tree. I don't want to be on it when that happens.
Actually, I want to lay out the few.
So fuck Team 2?
I'm going on team 1. Team 1 tree. There's a tree there, right?
Yeah, Team 1 is currently bunched around a tree with a bunch of a dead tree lined up as a barricade.
Okay. Well,
I'm gonna know this thing does spit acid. I'm not sure how much.
Sorry,
it-
Team
that
1.
that tree
Or
would
Team
do.
2. Fuck you guys. Elowen's Team 1.
If anything, we should
Normally.
probably scatter right after. Considering the fact that it does have a
Listen.
breath attack.
It will be okay.
I'm fairly assume it would have a breath
Just
attack.
crouch
I
and
mean-
you'll be in stealth.
all
I-
dragon blood born things have breath attack.
Yeah, so we probably shouldn't group up anyway.
But we'll figure it out when we get there. Unless you're concerned about if its breath attack is flammable.
I'm just saying it's a
Well,
black dragon.
acid.
It's acid.
So then we're good.
I'm just saying we can split up because I think it had anything in the code. There's a breath.
Are we getting ready to start now?
Suggesting to try and split up immediately. Slightly at least.
Let's do this fucker. Team 1 on 3. 1, 2, 3, team 1. All right.
Team 1!
Kenku.
Alright,
Hey.
I'm rolling.
So, Mountain,
Let's
you know,
go.
you head all the way out to the ship. You pick up the 2 big old kegs of gunpowder. You say hi to your bird. And you start to make your way back. At that point, you have a good idea of how long the fuse takes to light. You have built your little barricade. Elowen, I assume you've pre-climbed the tree, so if I can get a survival to see how high up in the tree you get.
Mm-hmm. What is my survival? I think it's a +2, so that's 19.
Should be your wisdom unless your proficiency.
Survival? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a 19. Yeah, I only have a +2 in survival.
Better than my 0.
So what'd you get in total?
I got a 19.
19. All right, you get decently high up in the tree. You're probably up in like its top roots and such.
Okay.
How is everybody else lining up? Also, who is tying the rope to Genku?
Yeah, I got it. I can do that.
Oh god.
Strap me in, please.
Like a little bit in his little baby harness.
Captain, please.
Well, I rolled well. That's 23.
Nice.
I knew she.
23, so that unlikely chance that the rope will fall off of.
Be the penguin soon.
Ah, no.
I am very strangely excited about this.
Yes, you should be.
I'm very strangely excited to get my ass kicked. So let's assume. I love this plan. And then I
By the
don't
way,
know.
Don, do those temp hit points disappear?
The what?
The temp hit points, do they disappear if I'm not near you? I assume they do, right?
Yeah, you have to be within 10 feet.
He'll come back when he comes back.
Yeah.
In that case, I'm gonna apply my own temp health.
All right, Mountain, you eventually return.
That's me. I'm the guy.
Narrow boy.
An extremely terrible, quickly made little map here. Hold on.
I would also like to cast Nair
Oh God, don't fall. Why are
in
you
between
doing
the
this?
barrels.
So where are you placing the barrels? I assume in the direction that you're going to be pulled, because that's going to be the direction that the
On the exit.
dragon will be flying.
The little plan.
Extremely shoddy now. And I dropped Eloy.
He fell to his
He's
death.
fucking dead.
Eloy in a tree by the barricaded group. Team pulling by their tree. Very small map. This is just to symbolize the bed.
How
This
many
is where you go.
feet would you say the barricade is from the hole?
Each of the squares is probably 10 feet. 10, 20, 30, 40, about 50, 60 feet back.
Okay.
I'm gonna use.
And Kenku's going in like right about here. Let me represent the bombs with things I definitely had.
Barrels.
Barrels. Very good. I was gonna use proc charms. 2 barrels. Where am I placing barrels?
Between the hole and the people hoisting.
So like here?
Yes.
Between hole and team 2?
Mhm.
Both just right next to each other, or?
Yeah. Then
Sorry, Elowen.
you also. How much more rope do we have?
Well, all 150 feet is being used to lower you. The 50 feet from Elowen is being used to light the fuse. I should spin the map around. Sorry, so does anyone else have any more rope?
I have 45 feet, but I like to keep some on me.
The mountain has 45 more feet you can play with.
Don't ask over another 5 feet. I'm pretty sure I set something on fire and it didn't work.
Don't go Elowen, don't go Elowen.
Is one of them just a giant D20?
So all the NPCs are being represented by dice. This is Amanita.
And Gibson, the only thing I have is my.
This is
Fumo.
Elvie. And this one is Pydor.
Yeah, the only thing I could give you
Nice.
is my Fumo, which then I think would represent the dragon. Because it'd be large on that board.
No, I'm gonna continue to represent the dragon with the sensory slug. He's just not here.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to really provide.
Sensory
She's
slug is fitting.
She's just a really gay dragon, you know?
Okay.
This dragon zesty.
My Fumo would be more fitting for a fire dragon anyway.
One day I'll actually own a dragon miniature. Fun fact, if you ever want to gift me anything, I love miniatures. I don't own a lot, but I think they're really cool.
Oh, I wish we.
Alright. Mountain, you've returned with the 2 barrels. You place them side by side directly in the path that Kenku will be pulled. Is there anything anyone wants to do before we begin playing lower Kenku to his death?
Just in case things don't go right, I have to be within 30 feet to use my fire, so I'll be ready to run as soon as I see them come up.
I'm gonna.
Cool. I know the barricade looks quite tall, but I'm not going to consider it difficult terrain for you guys to surpass. It's just to give you about 3/4 cover.
Okay.
Like,
I want to establish when we lower
like-
him down, I want to get ready to pull him back out. Like,
I'm just going to
prepare an
vaguely
action.
place like a couple tall little sticks to represent trees that are just like scattering. What, Mountain?
To establish when we start lowering him, I want to prepare an action to pull him back out.
Yay!
get the
Everybody
advantage.
on Team 2 will be preparing a yanking act.
Hey, Ashley. So I have Maximilian's Earthen Grasp, the spell. That is essentially I can turn like dirt and earth into a giant hand. And I'm just wondering if when the dragon comes out of the hole, can I grab him with my giant hand?
Read the spell out to me.
Yes. It is right.
No, don't send it to me. I want you to read it to me.
Yeah, I know. I'm finding it.
Because I am in the middle of doing...
Choose a 5-foot square unoccupied space on the ground that you can see within range. A medium hand made from compacted soil rises there and reaches for one creature you can see within 5 feet of it. Target must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, target takes 2d6 bludgeoning damage and is restrained for the spell's duration.
A worm
As an action, you can cause the hand to crush the restrained target who must make a strength saving throw. Takes 2d6 bludgeoning damage on a failed save and half as much on a successful one.
Medium-sized dragon. Let me have a look. Because if it's only a 5-foot hand, I need to know how that compares to the size of the dragon. He is a baby dragon. Compared to like, no, yeah, I think you could grab onto like its tail.
Okay. Then can I prepare that spell so that if it comes out that I'm ready to snap it up?
Absolutely, you can, man.
Thank you.
This dragon's gonna get fucked.
Do we
Yeah.
need all of 150 feet? Get me down.
You need at least 100 feet to get you down. You could
And,
technically untie one of the ropes.
What are you trying to do?
30 feet of rope off. I want to cast snare between the barrels.
I don't want that one there. I'm gonna put it over here. There's one more tree, and then
A
assume there's
snare.
trees everywhere else.
It needs 30 feet of rope. And while you cast the spell, use a quarter rope to create a circle with a 5-foot radius on a flat surface. When you finish casting, the quarter rope disappears and becomes a magical trap. The trap is nearly invisible and requires an intelligence check against a spell save to be found. The trap triggers when a small creature or larger moves into the area protected by the spell. The triggering creature must succeed on a dex saving throw or fall prone and be hoisted into the air until it hangs upside down 3 feet above the protected surface where it is restrained.
Okay, I want to make it super clear. I'm all down for that.
Wouldn't they cut you? Yeah.
Where are you putting it? Because it's going to be flying after you, and if you get caught in the snare, suddenly you've been stopped dead in your
thank you.
tracks while trying to escape the very angry dragon behind you.
It was going
It'll
to
rise like a phoenix from the ashes.
Also, what do you hang it off of if it's like...
It just hangs in the air magically.
Oh, okay.
It's a magic spell, dude. It's not that serious.
Can I?
I'm not against it. I don't think it's a dumb plan. I'm just curious
Is there?
how you avoid getting snagged in it.
I hope this isn't a stupid question, but is there a way to like prepare a spell like this so that as soon as I come up, I can just like activate it?
Very much depends on the casting time.
It's a minute.
Not really. Because you could already pre-cast the spell and it will just last as long as it's meant to last. But then you'll fall into it depending on where you place it. If it was instantaneous, you could prepare it in terms of like, as soon as blank happens, I do blank. But because it takes a minute to cast, that's not really an option. What I would allow is I would allow you to start casting it in terms of like, if you think Kenku could time it, but I will make you roll for it, and if you fail, you'll miss the timing and get yourself stuck.
How about if we put the barrels in the earth hand, and then the earth hand closes around it with ensnare, non-snare, snare with it?
That could work. Ashley?
I don't understand the question.
Like, let's say you put one barrel on the thumb, right, of the big hand.
Okay.
And then like one on the pinky, and then it closes its hand with it around
Like you
the
want it to
dragon's
like
tail.
close its hand across, like over the dragon's tail?
Yeah, with ensnare attached from like the barrel to barrel area, so it's still getting snared while doing the hand.
What's the first ensnare has to be on a flat surface?
Okay.
How big of a flat surface does it have to be, Don?
5 foot radius. Not a big surface.
You're pushing it with the barrels, but I do think it's cool, so I might allow it. But again, this is more complicated. I think it will require a roll for timing from Sabina, and fucking up the timing could be bad here.
It was just an idea.
No, I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm just saying if you want to do something slightly more complicated, but it would definitely do more damage because it would be more localized and like entrapping it. But it is a less safe option. That's a risk you have to be willing to take.
So what if I casted it prior to dropping Kenku? That way it's like prepared. So what if
be prepared? I'm gonna make you roll for like when it grasps.
Okay. What kind of roll is that gonna be? Do you know?
I think it would either, I'm thinking Dex, or I could maybe let you swing Arcana.
Or make it like a roll to hit with the spell attack.
It could also be a roll to hit.
With
your spell attack bonus.
Okay.
Because you would essentially be trying to snag the dragon as it flew up.
Okay.
If it worked, it would be fucking sick.
It would be sick as hell if it worked, but listen, the crazier the thing you want to do, the less safe it is. That just is how it is.
And that's fair.
That's a risk you gotta be. Listen, you're adventurers. You gotta be willing to take a
on
risk.
the hand. So I think if we prepared it, I think we might be able to swing it.
I'm down.
All right, you summon your giant fist of mud.
Sure.
Kenku, is there any more preparation you want to do as you get ready to dive into this hole?
Wait, so did I cast snare?
You do need to cast snare, and you will cast it on the barrel.
Cool.
Last chance. Does anybody want to prepare anything as Kenku goes down into the hole?
I am prepared to run. That's it.
You're prepared to run. Team 2 is preparing to pull.
I'm gonna use my prepared action to notch 2 arrows.
God,
Are they mimic arrows?
So funny.
Are they mimic arrows?
Oh no, I'm not losing a mimic to a dragon. Actually, probably not like the gelatinous. No. I gotta look over the arrows when we're hunting. I should have been doing it. I was doing something else.
Like an hour and a half. Yeah, you know what? That's why I said I think this dragon fight's going to take most of today's session. You haven't even gotten to the actual fight, assuming you don't one-shot kill it, which I think you're all banking on.
No,
I'm not.
I just
I
want
don't,
to
I
do
don't,
it.
I don't think we're banking on killing it in one shot, but we're trying to do some serious
try our
damage to it,
best.
right?
No, I totally understand, and I think it's a very smart idea.
We should have done all this planning and then took it for the Hydra.
Oh yeah.
We don't know
The
if we can
Hydra.
sneak up on the Hydra though.
Who said anything about sneaking?
You
Airship.
admittedly do not know exactly where the Hydra is, and you did know exactly where the dragon was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. Um,
Dun, 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 dun.
Pray to whatever gods you need to. It's gonna be one hell of a thing.
Here we
yeah,
go.
yeah. Just
Hey,
not
wait,
too
can we
regular.
get inspiration for all having big sticks, the big stick crew?
Oh, the big stick crew.
How
Do
do you
like
say that in character, Sabina? Give me an in
Knights of the
character.
Round Table, but like
Here,
big
Sabina,
stick.
you're captain. Give me a little rousing speech as you hold your big stick.
Oh,
We Knights of the Big Stick promise to vanquish this dragon. Onward, soldiers!
God.
Aye, aye.
And I'm gonna raise it in the air. Rah! Yell.
I'm gonna beat my chest. Yeah.
Stick of truth.
Elvie's hair like lights more on fire, and she excitedly pounds the barricade, which leaves a couple like burned, scorch marks from her hand.
Very cool.
Ooh, good question before we begin. What is she gonna turn into? Amanita is gonna turn into. It's a very important question, you know?
Yeah. Or were you asking?
I'm feeling giant crocodile. Opinion on giant crocodile, everyone?
I feel like it
What
would
are
be
the options?
cool.
I like it.
A giant crocodile is the only thing really level 5, because the other one is shark or triceratops, but she can't be a triceratops because she's never seen one.
I
Dinosaurs
described
have
it
very
very
fun.
good.
There is also a rhinoceros, that's level 2, polar bear, giant elk, giant constrictor snake, giant boar, cave bear, tiger. Those are
China.
all descendingly less powerful, you know? The strongest thing she can arguably be is a giant crocodile or a giant shark.
I don't think a shark in a swamp's gonna work.
But a crocodile in a swamp.
Yeah, let's go with that. I think that makes the most logical sense.
All right, she transforms into a big crocodile. I will let everyone have a D4 inspiration
Yay.
from your rousing speech. So you may use that whenever you'd like. Please
Epic.
note it down in your character sheet so you don't forget it for next session as well if you don't use it this session. All right, I think that's everyone prepared, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Kenku,
So,
roll me a dexterity check.
that one.
Don't die.
Alright, that's
Wasn't
a
that
pretty
one
good start.
that's tumbling down?
Actually, Kenku should roll me stealth first.
In that case, I got a 12.
20 for stealth. Now roll me a dex check.
That's true.
They're the
Oh,
same
also pretty
skills, so
good.
it doesn't super matter.
16.
16. All right, you start sliding down through the mud. It is a terrible experience.
My feathers.
It's in your feathers. You feel gross and weighted down by it. It's like sticking to your beak in a way you don't like.
It probably won't be clean either until we kill a dragon.
So
I
you
need to
sleep
all this
down
from
through
now
the mud.
on.
The problem is you're smaller than Elowen, so it takes you even more struggle to like push yourself down through it and like wiggle your way down. But you successfully break down into the massive cavern or grotto that this thing lives in. It is still sleeping comfortably on its hoard.
Ah, this is nothing. It's just pissing off a dragon. Easy.
I piss people off all the time.
Alright. Well,
I am.
How this music's fitting. How long is this video? I just realized, actually.
It's very long. Shush, though. 1,000 miles away. Kenku.
Not. Okay. Only like a few.
Here we go.
Like 50 feet away.
I threw some mud.
50 feet above.
I want to try to.
Listen.
So, how would my grenade launcher work?
In this
Environment.
Well, it is also covered in mud. What is the
Sure.
range on the grenade launcher?
have that much.
60 to 120.
You would need to get 20 feet closer to reach.
Okay.
Okay.
So you could swing on the rope to get closer. But that could maybe be seen as pulling from above. Or
Flap
you could
them
just
wings.
shoot it. You could shoot it nearby it to just get its attention. But it is 140 feet away from where you're dangling.
Forty feet from me?
140 feet.
From me.
Yes.
Wow. Then yeah, let's just get its attention. I'm just gonna fire rounds off into the cave. Nothing to
All
harm
right.
the gold though.
Roll me a vague to hit.
Don't want to hurt the gold. Plus got a 9.
A 9.
9.
You launch from the grenade launcher. The lob goes far, probably a little bit farther than you expected, and explodes over a section of the gold.
Another grenade.
As you load up the next grenade, the black dragon jumps back, lifts up on its 2 hind
Not gonna
legs,
pull. I'm fucking pulling.
and its sharp, bony face turns to look directly at you, gold eyes locking in just on you hanging there. Team 2. There is frantic pulling. Can Mountains and Sabina and Pydor all make me strength checks?
With
Nat
advantage,
20!
right? That's about it. I also got one.
Yeah! Holy shit!
Whoever goes to also got a nat
I was
20.
really worried because my dice have not been treating me well today.
Sabina got a nat 20.
You never get to
Pydor.
also got a nat 20.
I'm
Oh, for
flying
real?
out of
He's
this.
good. He's good.
He's flying out so fast.
both my
That's so
advantage-
funny.
He's
He
actually
got
flying.
yeeted.
Don't
This
worry.
bird is actually a flight.
You know what my
You know what's
my
so
other
funny
was?
about this is Pydor got a 19 in total.
Oh my
Wanna-
god!
You wanna know something really
So-
funny? My advantage roll was a 1.
Oh
So-
god.
Again.
Looking out, you look up, Kenku, your eyes meet the dragon's and you feel like prey under its gaze, so you tug on the rope, and then immediately there's the sharpest pull right in your abdomen, and you fly through the mud faster than you thought possible. For everyone on the outside, Kenku is gone. It is deathly silent. The rope shifts just like a little bit, Team 2. You just barely see the rope moving, and then all of a sudden it is yanking backwards. And it is moving rapidly. Now would be the time to light it. So can I get, a survival check to
As
make
I'm-
sure that you light it properly and it doesn't fuck up?
As I'm leaving this hole of mine,
You're in a lot of pain.
can I prepare to
abdomen
throw a
now.
grenade at the barrels?
You can most certainly try.
Okay. I want to get it ready. I want to like pull the fuse and everything.
Would you like to go ahead and roll me survival?
Yeah.
As the only member... Well, technically Eloin could also roll it, but he's got 2 arrows notched.
Nat 20. Oh my god.
Oh my god, you
Alright.
guys!
Oh my god.
The fuck is happening?
This
This
plan
is
is
what
going
happens
down.
when
It's
we
because it hit my
This is
bum.
what
Plan
happens
for an
when
hour and
you...
a half.
Listen, this is what happens when you plan and when you have an inspiring speech about sticks.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
The rope is yanking rapidly. Kenku, you're flying up. You have a grenade clutched in your hand, ready to pop the thing. Kenku comes flying out of the hole. Like, the bird takes air. And then he is yanked
I'm a real
backwards.
bird.
Kenku, for you, it's very shocking because one minute you're in the mud, and then the next minute, mud is like slopping off your wings as you're taking up into the air, and for a minute you really are flying, and then you're yanked sharply backwards. But at the top height of your air, you see the dragon clawing its way past the mud, up and out towards you.
Fucking hit him!
You're yanked backwards towards Team 2. I need you to make me an attack roll to see if you can hit the barrels at the right moment as the barrels explode. Sabina, make me an attack roll with your magic hand to see if it can grab the dragon as it comes out.
Let's see. Okay. You said an attack roll?
Yep, with your attack modifier and your spell.
I got a 6.
16, alright.
I rolled a 17.
17. Damn. You guys are doing good, you're doing good.
Okay.
Can I cast Hunter's Mark?
Okay, nice.
What is the cast time on Hunter's Mark?
Give me a second.
This is gonna sound really stupid, but what did I roll for again earlier?
You rolled to light the fuse properly.
Like-
Alright. I thought
Cast
that's
time
what I
You
did.
rolled to
is
light the
one bonus.
timing.
Casting time is one bonus action.
I will allow it then, because your action is already being taken as a prepared. So as your bonus action, you can cast it as soon as the dragon bursts free from the mud.
Okay.
So the dragon... Oh,
As I burst through the mud, I'm gonna scream at you. Fuck the fire! Cast Discord on him!
Okay. Yeah, that's smart.
what's Discord?
Big damage.
Discord, I'm howling at the moon.
That
Sunny
already
afternoon.
had.
Unfortunately, you already have a prepared action,
Yeah.
so you cannot cast it this surprise round.
Fair enough.
But wasn't my action just being ready, like running at it?
Your movement was being prepared, actually, yes.
Oh, okay.
So technically, your action is free. Because you were prepared to run.
Yeah. Let me pull that up.
I do need a description of how Discord works, though.
That's what I am getting.
It's that
I'm
one
howling
they
at
use in
the
the
moon.
wooden. Every single attack does an extra something.
Yeah, I
You
get-
say
I
that
get
like I
the-
remember that one. There's a lot of spells bouncing around in my brain, kid.
It's not even a spell.
There's a lot of abilities also bouncing around in my brain.
Abilities unreal.
Fair
My
enough.
abilities are.
At Discord Orb, using your action, you cast a dark radiating orb of purple and black energy at a target. The orb forms a tether to the target and can conveys the effect for 1 minute. At this level,
I
the target
remember
bearing
this.
the Discord Orb takes damage from the attack, spell, or melee. Roll to hit
Mhm.
not required. Roll your monk damage die and add that number to the total. And while it's focused, while it's active, I get to fly off a little bit.
5 feet up.
And I'm
I-
unaffected by traps and glyphs.
Is
I
it? Do you have to
remember
say it?
this.
What's the component?
I just I think about it,
Not a-
and I it's
Not a spell.
yeah, it's
Oh.
not.
Yeah, it's
It's
an
a
ability of
class.
his.
You know,
What is
you
it?
know,
What
it
does
has
it
the
look
yell
like,
out
though?
hollow purple.
No, he's Legends in Yada.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little resistance kit. I just form a little purple orb in my hand, just push it towards him pretty much, and just goes up, floats over his head.
I would like you to roll me it to hit, not because I think the spell needs it to hit, but because I would like to know when it hits.
That's what.
Because it's possible, because you didn't say you had this prepared before, that it hits after the explosion has gone off.
So do I just roll a d20?
Yeah, just roll a d20 and add your arcana to it.
Alright. Yeah. 17.
17. I would like everyone to know that the dragon has an AC of exactly 17. Meaning that as the hand comes up to snap around its tail, it just barely catches the back end of it. That does mean, Kenku, your explosion goes a little bit low. The grenade you toss at it, as you're yanked backwards, it's very hard to aim. You're being pulled at very high speeds.
I wasn't trying to hit the dragon.
You were trying to hit the barrels,
Yeah.
which you do not succeed at.
Oh,
Because the barrels are hitting the dragon, so I'm considering it all the same AC.
fair enough.
But, you know, your thing will hit at the exact same moment as the bomb.
Alright.
So, everything goes really well here, honestly. Who wants to roll the explosion damage?
I feel like Kenku should. It's his bombs.
I agree with that.
Kaboom.
Does it give you a damage, Don, or do I need to find it?
We need to find it.
Alright, let me have a peek. 7d6 for a keg.
Oh, okay.
And I get to roll a d8 for each one.
So, I need you to roll
Can I-
14d6 for both kegs going off.
Okay. Let's get a notepad out.
Can we have a
Meanwhile,
Okay.
Elowin, are you loosing your arrows at this exact same moment?
Could you just use the dice spawn if you really wanted?
You could use the dice spot if you'd like to do it in mass.
I'll do it.
I'll do it too. I'm gonna do it the new fashioned way.
Elowin,
Yeah, fuck it.
roll to hit real fast for me. Just on
Alright.
both arrows.
So that will be.
This man hit him with like 2 high level fireballs. That's crazy.
Listen, kegs of gunpowder, man.
How many times do we roll?
It is 7d6 for the keg.
And
Which
I had
means
70.
14d6.
So I roll 14 d8.
Yes, because the keg is 2 kegs exploding. Do you
Okay.
roll?
Wouldn't it just be
Do you
2
roll
things
one
with
per
that?
damage dice, or just per it
I'm
taking
pretty sure
damage?
per taking damage, isn't it?
So it would only be 2 for you.
Because like for magic missile, we rolled 3 times.
Yeah, because it's just gonna take 2 big chunks of damage. The 7d6 just count as like how much damage it's gonna do in total, but it's getting hit twice.
Alright.
So you'll roll 2d8 to add on,
It's
Yeah.
not a lot.
and Ku rolls 14d6.
I no longer feel as if I need to.
14
Fuck.
DA. It felt like you just.
I was like, are we sure about what's what happened
Wait,
to
what
this
am I
dragon?
rolling?
14d6.
I'm just
Talking
rolling
Don't-
talking
88.
about his damage, yeah.
First
Just
one's an
don't-
8.
Ooh. Yeah, both of those hit, Elowin. Go ahead and roll me damage.
Alright.
Second one's a 5. So 8 and a 5. I'm gonna put
So 8 plus 5 currently. Don't add my math together for me.
This is gonna be interesting. So
This is what an hour and a half of planning does to a person.
a lot of damage.
This is what you wanted.
So did the dragon get caught in snare?
The dragon did get caught in snare because the entire thing went off without a hitch. Good on Sabina for just hitting the marker she needed to. One lower,
was
and this
real
would have been a
close.
very different fight.
Oh,
Right.
Captain, my captain.
I
You got a
really
16.
tried my best.
If you got a 16, this was about to be a very different dragon fight.
God.
What had Discord?
True.
I'm howling at the moon. The sunny afternoon. I need the math song. It's the math show. Dawn is doing math. Math
class
time.
house.
Math
I'm
time.
also
Dawn
doing
is
math.
doing math. Fun fact: gunslingers have a lot of math to them. So Dawn used to sit there for like 5 minutes just adding together numbers.
that. And then...
That's why our other server's text chat is named the Graveyard. Miss Spinular.
Holy shit. Oh, that was some pretty good rolls, actually.
Yeah.
So just a clean 70 damage.
Oh, and then I get 1 additional attack. That's right.
They're gonna hear this from the fucking city.
Bounty board.
It's about to be blown the fuck up.
Mhm.
We accidentally created a medieval nuke.
God.
It technically
So
takes
we're not there yet.
I
two
know.
more 1d8.
It's theirs we could get for level 3s, I think. Level 4s, actually.
What are you guys currently, level 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
We got
thought.
feats. We got feats.
You got your first feats.
We got feats, fuckers.
Which is the...
And I need the Manuel is doing that song.
I just had to roll
Manuel is
twice.
doing
I thought I was
math.
gonna have to do math. I'm so
Manuel is
glad when you said
doing
just roll
math.
twice.
Doing math. Doop, 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 doop. Manuel is doing.
Yeah.
God damn, my dude.
Did we just one shot a dragon?
That's what I was going for. My second arrow did so much, though.
Isn't that max damage?
Almost. The hunter's mark, I don't think is max.
God
I mean,
damn,
12.
ladies and gentlemen. 17 damage on the second arrow?
Yeah, with hunter's mark. Hunter's mark added. Yeah.
Yeah, Hunter's Mark is like messy.
Yeah, everything is. Yeah, it's basically what is it? Barbarian's Rage. Yeah, it's nutty. If I read Gloom or Dread Ambusher correctly, I add the damage to it. Otherwise, I think it's either that or I get an extra arrow. It says if you take the attack action on that turn, you can make an additional weapon attack as part of that action. So do I add another arrow instead?
Weapon attack would be another attack.
Yeah, you'd roll again to hit to see if you'd hit it again.
Yeah, it'd be like another,
Okay, so hold on.
Yeah.
So I'll rewrite that. So that's an 18 on hit.
That does hit.
Okay, so that means that plus where's Hunter?
Okay, I gotta roll for that too. Okay.
Oh my
You sure do.
So we're confirmed hitting them twice, right? With these arrows.
Yes.
No. I'm hitting him
Confirmed
3 times.
3 times.
Technically,
2 arrows
so
from the first attack, 1 arrow from the
All
second.
right, so I'm gonna roll 3 times.
I gotta do that additional. Where's the 8? Yeah, the 8. Yeah. This one's kind of low.
Oh no. What if it doesn't do enough damage?
Okay.
Oh
Or
my
the other.
god. What do you mean that's
Yeah.
kind of low? 24
I mean,
damage?
the hunter's mark really. I rolled a nat 20 on a hunter's mark. It was 24 altogether. Yeah, there we go.
Let me look at Hunter's Mark real fast, because that doesn't sound right.
Is that not right?
I want to check it.
You
'Cause I know
deal
Hunter's Mark does some
extra-
shit, but I just want to make sure. Range 90 feet, concentration, you see miss any counter spell. You deal an extra 1d6.
Yep.
So you should only be rolling a d6.
Oh, I see. So why
How'd
does
you get
it-
24?
I'm using the was it Dungeon Master Vault, and it just rolled the dice that's next to it, which is a D20 plus 4.
No,
That's
sir.
your
You're
hit
rolling,
Yeah, no, you're right. I thank you for.
That's your,
yeah,
that's
you're
your
rolling a d6.
I don't know why it said that.
for
Though.
Hunter's Mark.
Well, that's
All
your to see if you hit the.
Ooh.
There should be another set of dice next to it.
No, that it has another set of dice next to my like regular attacks, but not on my actual spells, which is weird. But it's fine. I have dice out. So I'll just re-roll all 3 starting from the top. So it's just 1d6, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
1d6.
So edit. This
Yeah, let's say with those, we just absolutely fucking nuked that dragon with those numbers.
Yeah, this is 4.
4 plus 3 plus 8.
This is also 4. Yeah. I don't know why it said that. Man. I hate d6s. Also 4.
Oh, why you
There
gotta
you go.
hate on my boy Pydor? Portrayed here by a d6.
Oh shit.
Well, you
Oh,
said
now you
Pydor's
roll
rolling for damage?
No, Pydor's portrayed by a d6, and Elowen just said he hated d6s.
Oh.
I don't know why you gotta shit on my man like that.
I wonder why it says that.
Elowen, give me the math.
Sorry.
A 4?
4, 6, 10, 17, so that's a 17, 12, 24, 28, and then 8, and then another 12, 8, 18. There you go. Which is... I need to calculate it.
So, Kenku, you fly out of the hole. You're yanked backwards. Sabina and Mountain, since you two were the ones who rolled the natural 20, you both just sort of stick your arms out and catch Kenku between you as he goes flying backwards. There is a shocking secondary explosion that happens. Like, there's a second before where there's like a smaller explosion from the grenade, and then the hand clinches around the tail of the dragon and explodes in this massive fiery wave. Mud from the earth hand shooting out in all directions. The dragon lets out a terrible screeching noise as its entire tail is like engulfed in flame, and the burn marks travel up its body. 2 arrows fly from the nearby tree, piercing through its very skull and encaven face. And it lets out a terrible noise as it falls heavily into the mud, dropping down through the earth the 100 feet into its cavern below. Congratulations, folk. That is a one-shot on the dragon.
Fuck yeah!
Fuck yeah!
Hell yeah!
Woo, woo.
That's what I'm talking
Oh
about.
yeah! Fuck yeah! That's what I'm talking about!
Oh man.
Good job, everyone. Holy
Well,
shit.
I think that went about just as well as it could have.
Oh my god.
And now you
That
just
felt
have an
good.
afternoon to kill an unsorted amount of hill trolls.
Oh man. Okay.
I felt good. I actually feel better about killing hill trolls now.
Hey, that was really well planned out.
Hell yeah.
I think the hill trolls is going to be more of just
It's
let's
gonna be
attack.
more of a brawl.
Yeah,
Listen,
well, way less
sometimes you just-
strategized.
Dude, sometimes you just get the jump on the enemy.
I'm gonna
This
need
dude
more.
was hot. LinkedIn, literally.
I'm gonna
He
need
just
more
got clapped, bro.
gunpowder though.
Yeah.
So we go
Yeah, you have
linear.
officially run out of gunpowder, which is a shame.
Wow.
So
I still have my
what
little
was
flask.
the damage in total?
According to my math, which could be wrong because I don't understand your math, 156 damage.
Oh my god.
Well, because Kinku did 56, I did 53, and Yuno did 438.
Kenku's
And
perception of the explosion.
well,
all you hear is woo!
I had an 8 and a 5 to the barrel exploding as well.
Oh, I see the 8 and a 5, and then a 438, 65, and then a 53.
Meanwhile, Mountain and Sabina trying to catch him. We got you! We got you!
Just like
Yeah,
spike him into the ground once the dragon dies.
Woo!
I'm
Mountain
surprised
gets
that
too
I did
excited and just fucking
53
slams
points of
Kenku.
damage.
Wham!
Whoa, we fucking did it!
Okay.
Should we go loot shit
Yeah,
now?
I was gonna say, let's go loot. It fell back down into the cavern.
It
Yeah.
did, but we are gonna end here because it's late.
Oh, it is 9 on the dot.
It just turned 9.
But we'll
Perfect
start the next
timing.
game with looting.
Oh,
the
yeah.
We start the
cavern.
next game with looting, and then hopefully, I don't even know what the plan is for the hill trolls. Or the hill
Oh,
giants, excuse me. Because you
I
just lose
think-
all your
You just need
explosions.
to find-
Well, I think, and if I'm not mistaken, that is our next thing that we want to do, right?
Yeah.
team?
I kind of have to do it, so
Oh yeah, that's well. Yeah, we're definitely. It's gonna get done, but that is our next.
Yes,
Big
because you
thing.
told the thing is you put yourself on kind of a time restraint because you told everyone that was joining your crew that you were setting sail tomorrow.
yeah. So I'm
Oh.
getting this thing done. Like
So you
today.
have the rest of today to finish
I'm
this.
glad I only lost 3 arrows.
You might be able to salvage some of them. Maybe they didn't get too exploded.
It's fine.
Maybe before we head out tomorrow, we can get the rest of our crew to come help us get all this stuff.
Not a
Wanna
bad
drag-
idea.
I want to drag the dragon body, but I don't think we can get it out of the cavern.
Listen, we
You
were
could try really hard.
we could Game of Thrones the dragon. Some people will get that, some people won't.
I'm just saying, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like what would be better on a pirate ship than a dead dragon's body.
The
Scare
skull.
everybody.
A lot
Yeah.
of things.
You know, we could actually mount it to the front of the ship,
I see where
like
you're
the
going with this.
mermaid.
That'd be
It's
better.
our. What's it called? A head? No.
It is just a baby dragon, so it is smaller than most dragons.
Mm.
True.
We could hang
Still.
it in the captain's quarters.
Still,
Trophy.
we're trying to get
Yeah,
Sabine
myself.
some renown points over here,
Yeah, no.
And
definitely
slaying
have an
a
effect.
massive dragon.
right?
That's what I gaslit everybody's thinking.
Like, how many pirate crews are out here killing dragons? You know?
Sure.
Man. I'm so glad that went well. And how well it went.
Where are you?
Dude, sometimes you just win.
One of the first times we've planned something out to this extent.
Anybody curious? The top size dragon is about the size of this dragon.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
So
a
it's
medium. It's a baby wormling. It's a medium dragon.
And would there have been any chance for us taming it realistically?
I cannot tell you that
I don't.
Other
Yeah.
dragons do
because the
exist as
thing
well.
is,
I know. they
anything is
so.
possible. I mean, you guys just sort of
Like
befriended
Nat's
some
wanting to try and
leviathans
visit the
earlier,
dragon.
so like, is it slightly complicated by the fact that none of you speak Draconic? A little.
Wait, what size was it?
But
medium.
someone here has comprehend languages. Someone here could have tried to diplomacy this, but that's not what was chosen.
No, and I'm okay for not being
I'm told.
that. I just was wondering.
There's more dragons.
Elowen
more
wanted
dragons.
this dragon dead.
Because there's still a Hydra.
There is
I'm
also
not-
a Hydra. You know what? If you
Don't know
guys
if
really
we
want to go for
defend
the
the
Hydra,
I want to raise up a Hydra.
First off, what is Hydra's language?
Hydridian?
listen, here's the thing. If you want to go for the trifecta and try to kill the Hydra too, you have the rest of the day. You finish this by like late morning.
I don't necessarily want to kill it. I want to mount. Like that sounded weird.
I want to mount it.
Look, whatever you want, whatever wants to do with the Hydra, I'm not.
No one
Judge
here
you.
is judging
I'm not judging
what you
but-
want to do with the Hydra.
There's 3 heads for a reason, I guess.
Oh no.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna pretend I didn't say that.
That's fine.
I'm gonna never forget that you said it.
You know what? Somebody needs to hold me accountable.
That's my whole job. I'm here to be the consequences of your action.
But we're about to get hella rich next session.
Oh yeah.
It was laying on a
And
pile
you
of
can fix
gold.
your
Am
boat up a
I
little.
understanding that correctly?
Yeah, we need
It
to
Yeah,
was laying on a
so-
pile
Yeah.
of gold.
After
I
2
would've-
good looks at the
See,
gold.
My-
this is when we need the bag of holding.
Right. I
Yes,
would
unfortunately,
surmise
there is
that
only so much
the-
gold each of you can hold as people.
We can make one.
That's what I'm saying. If we come back the next day with our whole crew, we could probably set up some kind of assembly line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would surmise that the
Welcome to
entire
the
thing
crew.
is as
You're
big
gonna
as
come
that.
help us dig gold out of
You want to get rich?
This is the pirate's
And this
life.
is actually a perfect plan because right now
This is
some
the
of these
perfect
people that we have
plan.
joining us think that we're bad pirates, and we just eliminated at least one threat to the city.
Without
Mm.
breaking a sweat.
So
We killed the baby dragon and ran off.
That
and
was a little
smothered.
stressful for Kenku.
Oh, I
There
bet.
was some sweating on Kenku's part, but everybody else was really chill. I say that and I like to imagine everybody else the whole time was like so fucking tense.
I wanted to slap the shit out of that dragon.
I was ready to punch the fuck out of it, and we one shot it. I just wanted to fight the thing, but I'm happy we one shot it.
Mm.
We can do
Yeah,
plenty of
that
fighting
was-
next time.
And now that it's over, quick question: how confident was anyone in that?
Oh, I was.
I had a good
I think we
feeling.
could have dealt with it.
I thought there was like a 70% chance of it actually working.
Honestly, I thought it was going to be an overkill.
It definitely was overkill.
What was it? Well, I guess you can't say that either.
I cannot.
I think even if the plan didn't fail, we didn't do it at all. I think we still would have had that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. It's great work from
But hey,
everyone.
you didn't lose
Jesus.
any health, and you didn't waste too many spells, and you still can go fight hill trolls.
Exactly.
Most of them. Peak
This
condition.
actually went very well. Minimal
I'm only
resources,
down one spell
maximum
spot.
output.
Sometimes you just win.
Now I can't get the thought out of my head of like divine smiting with brass knuckles.
I was looking at cantrips. I just realized I could use shocking grasp on my bird.
I was very excited to find a forest ambush because that felt very fitting to what was happening.
All right, y'all. I think I'm gonna log off.
Yeah.
I'll see you next week, though.
I will see you guys next week. Manuel, Don, I will hit you up with my character idea later.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Do you guys
Whenever-
want the character sheets like already going to be made, or do you like want to just get?
I was just gonna
So
send
I
them a
might as well
basic
say
idea.
this since we're all here. I will say that because of trying to get Don into his new job and everything, definitely won't be playing for at least a month out,
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah,
even
we got
2
time.
months. So while you guys can shoot me and Don your character ideas and everything, nothing is set in stone, obviously.
Yeah, I didn't expect anything. I just wanted to give you my idea to see if it fit in your world.
Mhm.
Yeah. So definitely shoot ideas over while we're still creating. Definitely still in creating stuff. So we'll work everything in as we can.
Sounds
All
good.
right.
All right.
night,
I'll talk to you
folks.
guys later.
Night,
Bye.
guys. Have a good
Night.
night.